Hello, people. Let me just add Natalie.
Hello.
Yes, Nats. Nikki's
What's happening?
Oh, God. Long time. It feels like I haven't seen you for ages, man.
I know. And this feels like the first time that I've been on without a glitch. Because every week...
Yeah, no, your glitches are serious.
They're serious as well. They look like we're being infiltrated by something. What's happening?
Yes, Nix.
All right, love.
All right, gorgeous. What's going on?
All right, Nat. Look at Natalie looking all sun-kissed and that.
Oh, I'm peeling. My face is peeling. My legs are peeling. My arms are peeling now already.
Oh. Got
coconut
oil, oil it up long as possible.
Yeah. Gary's going to join us at some point. But yeah, we'll just crack on until he does.
Yeah.
So how are you ladies doing? I haven't spoken to anyone or seen anyone for a while.
Yeah,
good.
I've been good. Well, you know, I was the mother of the bride. My daughter got married. The wedding.
Are we allowed to put the pictures up now?
I haven't seen. Say it again.
Are we allowed to put the pictures up now?
Oh yeah, she's let us put pictures up now.
Thanks for telling me.
Sorry. Yeah, I didn't even realise myself. Sorry. Yeah. Put them up, man. Put them up. She's still putting pictures up. She's still reveling in it. It was a beautiful, beautiful day. It was amazing.
Oh, that's nice.
It was amazing just to see, like, you know, like young love. Like, you know, you don't really see it that often. And it was, no, it was really, really nice. And both his friends and her friends really showed out for them, man. They really showed up for them. It was lovely to see. And I proper felt like auntie sitting down, like just watching. Like at one point I was dancing a bit, but I thought, right, these youngins are really like, they're doing their thing. So yeah, it was nice.
Lovely. It was nice. It was nice.
It was all nice. But she's back now from her honeymoon, you know, back to reality.
Oh, nice. Where did she go?
St. Lucia.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she went to St. Lucia and he got done some lovely upgrades. So they had butler, all them kind of thing. It's like
lovely.
Yeah. My mum needs her tablets. Hang on a minute. No bravado.
So she's got her own little life now, and starting their own little
flat together. They've got a flat together. So yeah, she was even calling me cussing the other day how much she's got to send away her marriage certificate to change names and whatnot.
It's a little bit stressful when you've got to change all your names.
There you go. Yeah. She's just getting on with things now. That's it. She's someone's wife now. Yeah. I handed her over. I gave him a piece of my heart, boy.
I'll guarantee it.
But yeah, it was beautiful. It was a beautiful day.
Oh, lovely.
It was lovely. You right, Gal? You're on mute, though.
You're on mute, Gary. You're still on mute. There you go.
Good evening, ladies. How is everyone? All right?
All right.
All right, Gal.
Shiny. You lot look shiny, except for Natalie with the hat on. You lot look shiny.
What do you mean shiny?
You know when you been in the sun and you get all the sun.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well,
you've been walking and enjoying the little sun.
2 rays, isn't it?
I thought you retired walking after the 20,000 steps, whatever.
You know, we're starting it again, you know. It was 1 million steps in 3 months, by the way, not 20,000. 20,000 I would have done in 2 days.
Why are you?
But it was 1 million steps. 10,000 steps, that was the minimum recommended steps, for the day. They've started doing it again, the diabetes. I've got so much going on at the moment that I haven't even checked into that. But I'm definitely Abu Dhabi is coming up. So from your belly no bang and you don't say it. That's all I can say. Let's crack on. I'm gonna just go over a couple of things before we go into the Hang on, where's my slideshow gone? Oh, there it is. Press the wrong button. I like this thing, but if you press the wrong button, that's you. Just Oh, before we go in, want to do a quick review of Coco? Nikki? No, just a quick overview. Raymond said he's going to come on here, which will be interesting. When I asked him, he said yes. I was like, really? He was like, yeah, when you're ready. So I would love to chop it up with him and Ali to see what goes on behind the scenes and how they put the whole thing together.
Well, as I said, I just the whole intimacy thing of All White Coco has gone, and that's to be expected with the numbers that they're getting. They're getting bigger, they're growing and whatever, and well done to them, because they've done what they set out to do, which was make it how it was on Sunday. But for me, there was too much queuing. It was just too much. There was bits of, there should have been more organisation going in, because the queue was way too long and there was only 2 people checking, and there wasn't enough organisation going in. And the bar area, I didn't even enter the bar area because I saw the queue look like airport. I said, I'm not happy.
Not airport.
Looked like airport. And I said, I've never in my life ever waited for an hour to get into somewhere, into a venue. I've never done that before. In all my days of raving, I've never done it. And I weren't really, But on the other hand, when I got in there, I saw people that were living their best lives. They was rocking and they had a fantastic time. And I know people that were there and had a great time. I also know people that were there that really said, no, I'm not going back again. Do you know what I mean? And I don't think I'll be going back again if it's going to be going in that vein, because that's not how I like to rave. So
I think Coco Black, I always I dance off my shoe heels at Coco Black every single time. Coco White, I think we were trying to figure it out. So I think I was saying this to you, innit, Gary, on the phone. Like, Coco White to me is like the Ascot of festivals. So it's like people still dress up because that's the essence of Coco White. So everyone goes for their Sunday best, but the settings is like a festival. So it's like, it really is like the Ascot of festivals to me. Same sort of thing, really. I enjoyed myself in pockets, but couldn't get a drink. And I had to queue to get in as well. But,
and there was a sweat box in there as well. It was ridiculous.
It was hot. So I read their statement, and they've gone from 350 people to 5,000, 6,000.
Yeah.
So that's a jump.
Yeah.
And we're saying, like, we know we didn't get some things right, but we will just stick with us and we will get it right. But hats off to them. I think.
Well done. That's what. Yeah, man. I give it
hats off to them. Still, I feel like they need to. I think it just needs to be clear. So it's a festival.
Yeah.
If you want to dress up, for your business.
Yeah.
But it's a festival.
Yeah.
But you have to come in all white. There's no such thing as an all white festival. So I still think that would be dope. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
no.
If they come on and they weren't just saying it to me to get rid of me in the dark.
And that was part of my thing as well. If I'd have known that's what the setup was going to be, but then I should have used my brain from last year, because it was kind of getting there from last year when
absolutely.
When they had the little marquee outside. Do you know what I mean? So I should have really worked it out and realizing the numbers that they were dealing with. But if they'd have said it was a festival or whatever, I would have had a whole different hat on. My expectation, it didn't meet my expectation on Sunday.
Wow.
Okay, it didn't meet my expectation.
So if they had said it was a festival, what would you have done differently?
I don't think I would have worn what I wore, for starters.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have worn what I wore. Do you know what I mean? Because in my mind, all white cocoa is a dressy affair.
Yeah.
And I didn't think it necessary for Sunday, but
yeah,
you know what I mean?
I think it's keeping that balance of it still being a dressy affair and then trying to accommodate with the venues. Because those kind of venues are going to be in grounds, aren't they?
Yeah.
So you're going to have to walk through hill and gully to get to where it is that you're going to, because it's going to be on the ground. So I think they'll get there. But
I get it. And well done to them and good luck to them. I wish them the very, very best. It's just not really my bag.
You're going black?
Yeah. I'll go to black.
Yeah.
I'll go to black because, like you said, I've never been to an all black. The only time I think was something to do with drinks or whatever, but I've never been to all black and not enjoyed myself. So I will continue to go to all black.
Black, I dance off my feet. Any thoughts, Gary? Yeah. Do you go to Coco's?
I haven't been because I'm usually out of some christening and stuff like that. I'm quite surprised though. Not, I think I said this to you before. For me, and maybe because I've been to Nedworth before. And I've done I thought I went to the Prodigy there, and I saw them do Firestarter, 250,000 people, amazing. But Nedworth's is a kind of stately home, and I've kind of thought everyone realised it would be outside of the tents. I didn't really think, and the thing maybe when I saw a comment about air conditioning. I've never seen anyone go to an event like that and ask for air conditioning. You
get the big fans. You don't have air conditioning.
Yeah, I'm like, huh? And I feel sorry. Not for it. Actually, when you get to them stages and start doing events like that, the complaints are more because there's more people to complain.
Yeah.
Happy. The biggest event I've ever done is about 2000 at Troxy. When I did some comedy shows, and then when we moved from doing 200 people comedy shows to 2000, and the complaints, so we used to get one person, two complain about things. But when you go to bigger levels, people always moaning about. Someone's always got something to moan about.
Yeah.
When you're doing events like that, and if you're doing 50,000 people, you're gonna have a lot more security, a lot more entry. If you're doing the 5,000, you're still only going to have 3 or 4 entries. Me?
Oh.
Sounds funny, innit?
Yeah. Your screen went blank when it started doing that. Hang on, let me just remove you and see if it's you. Yeah, exactly.
So she has got a glitch today.
Yeah, we thought we was gonna go glitch free. Let's see if she comes. Yeah, it's definitely you. I don't know what it is though, Nat.
She looks frozen now.
It's frozen now. Yeah, go on. Why are you muted now? Why have you muted yourself, Gary?
I muted myself. Sorry. I said, like I said, I'm really. I can't use the word proud like it's like they're my children, but I'm really happy and think what they're doing and how they've grown the event. I do. Well, I see when you spoke about the whole festival vibes. I kind of think that's what I was expecting. So even though I didn't go, that's how I was expecting. So when people were saying about it, I was a bit, huh? But
what did you think was going to happen? Yeah,
most of the people I know who went said they had a really good. It was a stream from the best thing ever to it was okay. So it was the whole thing, and I just said, well, for me, I mean, once you get into those festivals and those events and those types of things, you just kind of got to stop along the venue, and the place is nice. Like I said before, it's an upmarket festival. You have a nice tent that's all white. Usually you get one of them gangster, what do you call them tents? Them circus tents, like 51st Date, a big massive circus tent, and you go in and there's no decoration inside. So to me, they've done what they're doing. They're keeping it kind of ravey but not party, but like club but not kind of mixing the both. And I think that for that you're gonna get they're doing the best they can do for that, and I don't think it will ever get changed from that side.
Right. Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. And like I said, I will applaud them because they've done, you said they've done well from going from a boat party and little raves to now, 5,000-6,000 people at a festival, and well done to them. But yeah, it's just, I don't know.
It's a little bit more tweaking needed.
Yeah. And I just feel as well that, even though what you were saying, Gary, it wasn't clear that it was a festival.
Okay, yeah.
Not at all was it made clear. No. 2 days before, when the guy, I think he was doing the marquee and putting up the stuff, and he said the All White Cocoa Festival. That's when it started to prick people's ears, and that was on the Friday.
Okay.
When they were putting it up. So I was under no illusion that it was going to be a festival at all.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? So I've never been to Nebworth. I thought it was in Nebworth House. That's what I thought.
In the house itself,
Previously, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just going off of what I've previously been. If I'd have read something somewhere that they were doing it in a marquee, like a festival and thing, then I don't know, my expectations would have been different, but I didn't expect what I got. Do you know what I mean? But like I said, people in there having the time of their lives. They said, you're mad if I'm missing that next year. So for the group of people that are saying they're not going next year, there's double, triple that are waiting to go.
That are going to wait to go. Yeah, absolutely. Now, if you can still hear us, we've got no camera, yeah? Okay.
Yeah, I know. It's playing up.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, but it's a bit like also, if any of you not been to Matt's Barbecue?
I haven't. I heard it's good though.
That's the same thing. Starting off really small, and now the thing's bigger than big. That thing's bigger than big. But as the young people say, it's a vibe.
Yeah.
But
then the same thing. One of my cousins said that's how she feels about Matt's Barbecue. The last time she went, she was like, nah, man. Because she preferred it before when it was smaller and it was more intimate. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, but good luck to them, man. I wish them all the very best. And I hope they're up there with the Glastonbury in 10 years' time. Do you know what I mean?
It's definitely an achievement for our
100%.
Yeah. Hats off to them.
Yeah.
All right. So let's just whiz through a couple of things before we go into our. So Nat, do you want to talk about this quick? The Black Excellence CRC?
Yes.
And what we're looking for?
Yeah, at the moment, we have collaborated with To Inspire Academy to create a platform via market stalls and pop-ups for Black-owned businesses. So if you have a Black-owned business or you're a Black-owned service provider, we will be carrying out a series of events and market stalls and pop-ups. And we're looking for Black-owned businesses. So if you do have one, I will put in the email address, or actually I'll put in the link for an expression of interest form where we can capture all your details and then contact you about what we plan to do and what's involved.
Come back in a puff of smoke. Oh dear. All right. So Stamp is coming up, and I don't think he's sold out yet, but I think very little packages. I think the reason he's not sold out yet, I think he's got something like 3 packages left, something silly like that. And I think it's a week, so it's slightly more expensive. But Nat, tell us about the hotel.
So coincidentally, I had booked a holiday beginning of this year for me and the kids, and it ended up being in the same hotel for Stamp Abu Dhabi and the Fairmont. It's called the Fairmont Bahia. It is amazing. I always thought Intercontinental was good when we went, and I was blown away by that hotel. I loved it. And so whenever I've looked at going back to Abu Dhabi, I've always looked at that hotel. But if I ever go to Abu Dhabi, Dubai, and all that independently with Stamp, I'm only ever going to go to a Fairmont.
Right.
It is just, it's just stunning. It's just amazing. Like, Goody really went out with this one.
Yeah.
Even I booked it. I went there. It looked nice. But even when we were pulling up, we pulled up about 1 o'clock in the morning when we got there, and we were just blown away. The kids were speechless. That never happens.
Yeah.
It was just amazing. And the treatment that you get there, the views, just everything, the beach, the pool. It's just the staff, the lounges. It's just stunning. It's grand. I mean, really grand. At some point I thought, good, should I even be here? It's just so nice. It's really, really, it's stunning. It's absolutely stunning. I'm going to try and put a reel together just of the picture of the hotel alone.
Yeah.
Even when you're coming down the lift and going back to your room, the view is amazing. You can go and sit by the pool. So you're on the beach. So the Fairmont own the beach that you're on. So it's literally only those in the hotel or who are part of the hotel's private club that can use the beach. Beach is beautiful. The poolside thingy club is beautiful as well. Everything about it is stunning. Even for 4 days straight, 5 days straight, I could have just sat in the beach and pool. And I don't like that. I like the beach and I like the pool, but I like to go and do things when I'm on holiday as well. But I could have easily stayed on there for 4 days and then done things for another 4 or 5 days, gone and done adventure. So it's absolutely stunning. And to be fair, for the packages that he's got, I think it's quite a good deal. Because that hotel alone, forget flights, it's a lot. Yeah.
Let's check in with our folks. We have there's a lady that lives in Australia, and her name's Trisha Blake, and she's a tourist like me as well. So she's watching. So hey, Trish. I've literally made friends with this lady in Australia because we've got the same name. Sarah Donahoe's watching, and Shorty Griff, hey hun. Amanda Chin is watching TLC. Taff is watching Davina Caborn. Can you not all share this to your page as well? I'll tag you lot in a minute anyway. Australia.
Hold on. What is happening? What is happening? Okay.
Swaby Irie, Wagwan, Akmala Jr., Fatima Omar, Charlene Louise, Garv Brende, Lorene Forrester, Alfia Morgan, Michelle Cox. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. Some more people watching, but I can't see who they are. Let me just show you a quick clip for Stamp.
Take majority. Good? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Bless up, man. It's fun in the place. When everybody together in there.
They look like they're having so much fun though. I can't wait. I'm waiting now for it.
We're gonna play some sunshine music for you guys. Let's go. Same tiger.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
When I tell you I can't wait, I need a holiday. I need to get up out of here for a minute. So looking forward to it. We're going to be covering it as No Bravado. Just looking to just bring as much of it live to you as possible, to get beautiful visuals, to get our social media content, and just literally capture the essence of the trip. So definitely looking forward to that. You coming, Gary?
Yeah, so me and Stevie are coming, isn't it?
Wicked.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mr. Oren.
Yeah, I'm waiting for him to sort of think of things out and we've meant to go.
Oh, wicked. All right, that's going to be a vibe.
Head rep, Stephen.
Yeah, head rep. All right. So let me remove this. So this is a topic that was posted by someone called Zoe Means Life.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just basically asking, if I'm the side chick, can the guy like me more than his girlfriend? So let's see what they had to say.
His girlfriend, and could I possibly be dumb to think that it's more than
what gender are you asking this question to? He might absolutely like you more than his girlfriend. That do not mean he want to be with your. That don't mean he's ever intending to wife your. Because your girl can get on your goddamn nerves, but I still notice who I want to be with. She's just getting on my nerves right now, and I don't like her. I love her though, but I happen to like you. You know what I'm saying? Because in the midst of my difficulty with my partner, you was willing to squeeze yourself in. You didn't even try to take up space. You know what I'm saying? You was willing to fit into my life exactly the way I needed you to fit in. You feel me? I can like you right where you at. You don't want no more? You ain't asking for shit? Hell yeah, I like you. You mean I get to still go home to my girl? Yes, I like you a lot. I'ma talk to you a lot. You mean you gonna get up? You actually okay with me having to get off the phone when my girl walk in? Yeah, I like you, baby. I like you. I like you a lot. A whole lot. Yeah, that nigga might like you more than his girlfriend. Yes.
Yo, wow. It was their reactions around that flipping killed me. But I've got to say, that's one of the best examples that I've heard from a man in relation to side chicks and how they feel about it. If you're willing to squeeze yourself in wherever you can fit, if you're willing to get off the phone when my wife walks in through the door and you're happy to do all of that, yeah, Bridget, I like you.
Yeah.
I thought that was an amazing breakdown.
Yeah.
Once.
Why is that
I can't find no squeezes. I'm looking for some squeezes. Can't find any squeezes.
Gary looking for some squeezes, Gary.
Anyone to squeeze in? This is no squeezes. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
For me, as I said before, I don't know. Do you like them more? Do you like them more? I don't know about that. If someone's around, they're around. You may like somebody, but you have to like them more or less. But they're around. I suppose you've got to be open to that type of to like a minute. Really, if you ain't open to it, it doesn't make a difference how much you like this new person. If you're not open to it, you're not open to it, are you? So, but I do agree. He broke it down quite well. He's like, if I can get away with it and I ain't gonna get caught, why not?
Yeah, she knows the cue.
Yeah, but someone's always gonna be like, but he's with me. The texts are gonna come through. Somewhere along the line. He always sees me.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Someone's always trying to blow up somebody's spot.
Yeah, and then it blows up, and then the side chick thinks that she's going to be the main chick, and then she's vexed because she's not even that.
So that's the issue.
And everybody dolly house mash up.
Yeah, people are mad. Yeah,
you're still not where you want to be. Like, please.
You want to be.
Oh dear.
If you want
any thoughts?
Yeah, no, he fingered that very eloquently, and just basically being a side chick ain't a flex. Even if you end up with him, it's still not a flex because you don't have to watch your back constantly. And I think going into sometimes, I don't know, like the way she sounded so hopeful, and I just think at this stage in life, going into anything with anyone, that has something going on already, it's just so naive to think like that. Even though there are cases where people leave their partners for someone else and stuff like that, I still think it's very naive to go into something thinking, oh, but does he like? Why are you putting yourself through that? But you're actually willingly, like actively, willingly putting yourself through that, which most of the time doesn't even result in anything good for you. Some people are side chicks for 20, 30 years.
But hold on, sorry. Let's get this right. Before you go into this side chick, do you know there's guys that are side guys as well? Yeah, you didn't realize that. Yeah. So you're saying there's got. I mean, there's this out a bit. There's a couple of guys there.
He's on the side.
Get holes.
Yeah, you can't just say side chicks.
Yeah, it's like you get like stuff.
There's women that got side man.
There's tons of married women. They are married and they've got their man on the side that boy because their husband ain't doing what they need to do and stuff like that.
All right, so let me ask you this, Gary. Would you be a side man?
Yeah.
Shut up.
I don't care because I'm not catching. I'm not getting no stress. I'm not getting no drama. I'm getting I can go about my business, and the brother's getting all the shit. I'm good with that. I don't have to take you out. I don't have to later. What? I don't have to buy you nothing. In Valentine's Day, I have to spend no money. What?
Oh my God,
Gary, you're dread.
What?
I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. You said
I'm good. I don't got my condoms and stuff. I'm good.
No, man. Who wants to be teeth in peace for the foreseeable?
I'm not getting no drama, am I? What drama am I getting? And when the problem with that is eventually the person may be the side. Oh, if I'm the side guy, then the person goes, "Oh yeah, but we've been together and we've been doing this thing, and I'm leaving my man now, so I'll come to you." Nah, sorry, we're all just at the beginning. Side.
You just remain on the side. There's no.
I put some was it Cajun pepper on you? Yeah, taste me up.
Yeah, but I think that would be more the difference between a male and side chick is more male side men would be thinking on that, whereas a woman would go into it thinking that she can get the man eventually.
So I'm not looking at that. I'm just like,
so there's a difference. Men are willingly going into it, the majority, not all, because they're like, this is stress-free for me. I don't have to commit. This works around what I've got to do. Whereas most of the time, the women will fall for the man and think that she can eventually kind of get him, which is just
mad.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I know a few people that have been side guys and have been like, no, she's gonna be. I was like, brother, why are you getting stressed for? Let it go. Cool, you'll get the best. You mean no drama? You mean Christmas time come? She ain't going, oh, you ain't bought me a present.
Some people have emotions, Gary.
I know.
I know you're struggling to understand that.
I'll give you a joke, right? This joke is for the same situation happened, and then the person that was there was saying to him, "Why haven't you bought me something for Christmas?" And he was telling me, I said, "Brother, what for?" And listen, Christmas is you're waiting. This is a side. You don't visit it on Christmas Day to take presents. Allow that. Don't be. If you're gonna buy that, buy some buy a giant Toblerone. You're good to go.
A giant Toblerone.
Wow. Giant Toblerone.
It's pink, man. It's pink.
Not a giant Toblerone.
Oh, Gary.
You know that things last for about 2 months, innit? That chocolate lasts for 2 months.
Oh dear! Oh, you make me laugh.
What am I lying?
But
if you're in a situation where you have got no, like this ain't going nowhere, you just want to why not? If we're gonna get opportunity, why not?
I don't know.
What would you get out of it then? What are you getting out of it?
What if it's all on my terms? If I'm not doing nothing one day, and our calendars seem to work together, we're good at it. If it don't work, it's good. I've got no commitment. I mean, if I jump in my car and down 846, yeah. Up to 812.
North girl.
East, South London, South Circular. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Hit them A rolls. You know what I mean? Gone. You know what I mean? Jump on the A12.
A woman said to me, it's more convenient than you might think. There's a lot of people that sit on their high horses and say, "Oh, you're." She said, "I don't have the responsibility of it. I don't have him. I don't have to prop up his needs. I don't have the expectation of we meet up. It's a sexy time, and he goes back to his woman, and it's not my drama, you know."
I'm saying to you.
And
it's not my drama. It's not my aggro. But one thing I will say though, and let's say, and I know Natalie's looking at me like, say, yeah, this guy's got no emotions. I'm not emotionless.
You are, Gary. We've discovered that over the months of talking to you on this show.
Listen, give me at least 2 inches. Yeah, I mean, but as I said, right, I'm not emotionless. For me, I'm not gonna get pulled into something and then be in a situation where I know I'm not getting what. And I think this may be a different thing. As a Taurian person, if you set something out at the beginning, that's good for me. I don't need to change. Oh, you've got to develop. Oh no, we set this parameters. I work with the parameters. I don't need to go extend. I don't need that. I'm happy with how things are. Don't like change. Side chick forever.
My dad's the same way. My dad's exactly the same. He just says no. He doesn't want no woman, no nothing. He says, the only woman that comes to his house, he says, is me. And that's it. He goes and visits his lady friends, stays with them, comes back home again. That's it. Same thing. He said, no, I don't need no woman. What for?
To get aggravation. I don't mean if you're my girl, you're my girl. That's not the difficult thing. But you're asking if I've got a side chick, like if I was a side guy, yeah, put me in there. Yeah.
Alicia Gordon.
When I'm at Raven, I'd say hi, shake a man's hand. What's going on, brother?
Oh, you would shake his hand as well. Treacherous.
Treacherous blood.
Treacherous behavior.
Hold on.
No, Gary,
Hold on.
No,
hold on.
Nah.
You're not telling me, right? If you went somewhere, I'm not saying any of you girls would have a side man, right? If you had one, and you was there with your man, and your man knows that you know this guy, and you don't say hello to him, wouldn't you be saying, why ain't you saying hello to him? So you would have to introduce him. Oh, this is so and so, wouldn't you? And if I put my hand down and walk past, that's how you look up in it. Why am I doing that? Yes, bro. Yeah, you good. I'm not saying I'm going to have a conversation with him and buy him a drink. I'm just like, oh, how you doing? You all right? Keep it moving.
But yeah, he was with his gal yesterday.
Alicia Gordon says, hi, Alicia. She says he's telling it like it is. Alicia, we're talking about side chicks and like the flexibility and the comfortability of it. What's your opinion? People who are watching, what are your opinions on side chicks? Are they strictly forbidden? Do we see the convenience of being a side chick? Talk to us and tell us what you think. Like, I don't know, because I think the politically correct thing for everybody to say would be,
it would be no.
Would be no. But like I said, I had this deep conversation with this female acquaintance, because she's not quite a friend, but she's an acquaintance. And that's what she said to me. She was like, I don't have the drama. I have to pick up his smelly drawers every minute. We have a nice, sexy time. We go dinner, we do our little thing, and then he goes home.
You can do that with a link.
And it suits me
You can just do that with a sneaky link, though.
But you may not find them as attractive.
I mean, for me, one of the prudent things that he said for me was that if you're all right with getting off the phone when my woman walks in, I know I wouldn't be.
So I'll just hang up on you, yeah?
I'm just not going to be in no relationship. Marlene Samuel, good evening, Sha. Gary isn't wrong for his phones. Each to their own, not for me. Feelings will get involved, though, I think.
That's where male and female are different, though, aren't they?
It's not for me.
I'm not saying all men, but
I'm not saying just for your no bravado crew. I'm not saying I'll do it. I'm saying if that is opportunity and someone then I'm not take it. Like if I'm
but you also said from you set the parameters at the beginning, there's no deviation.
No deviation.
So like Charlene says, not for her because she knows that feelings will get involved. But you're saying, nah, brother,
that's not working for me.
Because you're just on this one, your side chick, you're on the side. There's no deviation.
I'm the side guy, and that's
what I'm saying. Yeah, you're on the side, so you're never gonna allow any feelings to crack through because you set this boundary from the beginning.
So you'd rather be the mashed potato than the steak. Fuck that.
And you mashed me twice.
The mashed potato.
Allow it, man.
Hold on. This is to say, I remember I was dating someone. I think it was I must have been young, about in my early 20s, and the person said to me, I don't want a relationship. We're good. We're just kind of doing what we're doing. So we went on for about a year, 8 months, and then it was like, oh yeah, I think we should move. I'm like, no. They were like, what do you mean? I was like, no, this is where we started.
Because you said that's where it is. That's it.
That's it.
Wow.
That's it. I mean, and obviously, So best for me, and I've remember saying this to other people I dated, it's best if you don't if you're not too sure, don't say nothing, and we'll move, and then there's nothing been set. So if you do say, okay, this is what it is, then we can change.
And I think that's how I envisage men to think, because they know when they go, they either chat someone up or get their number or whatever, they've already put that kind of girl, I think, in a place kind of thing, whether they're going to just smash and run, whether they're going to feel that, blah, blah, blah. I think they know from early on what they're going to do or how it's going to, a girl kind of like, well, maybe, and then it develops. But like you said, I think guys kind of
sometimes if I do something, sometimes it's after we've done whatever. We could have gone out on 3 or 4 dates, and then we've gone out and stuff, and you've done something. I'm just like, later, forget it. I'm not in it.
Yeah,
disappear. Invisible. And it could be something really small, something really tiny. And the same thing with you lot.
I've done that before.
It's like, oh, come on.
Do you know why I'm laughing? You know why I'm laughing? Because you said disappear because you're invisible. And I swear to God, my brain's like a catalogue of music.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? Disappear. Invisible.
That's what you call cutting ranks, you mean?
That's why I'm laughing. I swear to God that my brain is wired for music all the time, It's like, oh dear. So they're disposable, basically, is what you're saying, Gary.
No. If you set the parameters that you're disposable, then that's the parameters we're living under.
If you're aside to anything, you're disposable because you got your main thing there.
Yeah.
See, I'm not sure I agree. If you're a side thing, but if you went into, like, say for instance, you started dating a guy and you're like, well, I don't want anything too heavy, because I need to get my brain right. Let's just see how it goes. Because you've said that, I don't think you should be condemned to fucking dash the chick. That's
not what you're saying, though, is it, Gary? That's what you're saying. That's where they should leave it. Don't set out the parameters and say, let's just see, or just are you saying where the girl says, no, I'm not looking for nothing.
Yeah.
If she says, I'm not looking for nothing.
I'm just
we can link up.
Yeah.
And that's it. She's a link. But if someone says to you, okay, but let's see how it goes, and then that can develop. Yeah,
that's a different conversation. We'll see where it's going to go. But I'm not really looking for nothing at the moment because I've just come out. I don't want to hear about your robbery from Gollery. You know what I mean? I'm not interested in it. But we're telling and we're going to go, but I'm not interested. Right? We're hanging out. Let's go and have fun. We have some fun, and see, and I think. One of my girlfriends, that close girlfriend, we never actually did anything to him, but we were really close. And I remember her saying to me, see, you like to control it. So I said, no. She goes, that's why whenever we go at it, whenever we go at anyone, you always pay because you don't have no one. I said, that's because I don't like owing people that. Yeah. Go out. No one can say back, oh, he treated me bad. He took my money, bit me on. I took him to Burger King and I paid and we didn't go back out again.
Not Burger King.
I do think, there's no arguments. So you can't go back and say, oh, he was off with me. So even with this, people have me as a side guy. Well, I pay, don't mind, but don't come and tell me nothing. You get treated nicely. I just don't buy enough for Christmas or Valentine's. Not even a card. I actually don't buy cards anyway, regardless.
Or birthdays.
Oh my God. Savage.
Not savage.
Right.
Savage, Gary.
Savage. I'm worried about Gary. He's such a nice person.
And he's so nice and humble and
such
quiet.
a lovely person. I feel like Gary's one of the best people to have around you. But when you listen to him talk about relationships, you're like, raw.
Hold on.
Cutthroat.
Hold on. I'm cool. Hey, listen, I'm blessed with you. Even my daughter said to me, Dad, have you ever bought me a birthday card? I'm like, why am I buying you a birthday card for? You get how much presents you get, anything you want, you can get. I'm like a piece of paper that you're gonna dash away. But I'll keep them.
But she probably won't dash it.
Yeah.
Gary's like, whatever. Alicia said, I would never be one, but I do understand why some men or women go down that route. I know a few people who are happy playing that role. As I say, it's their stress. It's stress-free for them.
Do you know what it is as well for me?
Yeah.
That the other person, whether I know them or not, I can't do that to someone, man. I can't be involved in that. I can't, because I can't do that to someone. I've been that someone, but even before I was that someone, I've never ever. As soon as if a guy starts talking to me, as soon as anything, I'm like, okay, nah. I just look it up. I just stop responding. If I see anything like that, I stop responding. I'm just not doing it. I'm not doing it. It's a personal choice. Some people don't mind it, and I know some people that have been side chicking with the same person for years.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do that.
Yeah, got all 2 and 3
for you
kids
to still be there, you like them.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Yeah, got kids and everything.
I would not be putting myself through that.
Yeah, I know people like that. Some of my good friends are like, and that's guys. And I mean, I've recently had someone come up to me about their husband, and they cheated on their husband.
Right.
And the husband found text messages and all kind of different things, and the husband's got a couple issues and the whole family, and then she was telling me about the whole story, and then in the middle of the conversation I said, you know what, I don't mind what you're telling me, but you're justifying your behavior in it. You tell me, oh, he's this and we haven't done this for years, and I said, I don't care what you've done. I said, stop justifying the way you slept with someone else. You sleep with someone else, you slept with. That's it. Don't justify it. What's that? Yeah, but you got to understand. I said, listen, I don't think you're a bad person because you've done that, and that's what people try to do. They justify their behavior so someone else doesn't think they're a bad person. You did it because you wanted to do it.
At that time, yeah.
There are always other options. There's always other options. Yeah. I think as well. I don't know. Like I said, it's just not for me. It's just not for me. And I do always think of the other person because it's not the one. It's not nice at all. I would never want to be involved in that. I think it's mix up and drama as well. So and everyone knows I hate mix up and drama. So there is always a possibility of mix up and drama with anything like that. I never want to be mixed up in anything like that as well. And I'm actually put off. It's immediate turn off, like a switch, when I know that guys have other girls around them and stuff like that. It just naturally turns me off anyway, let alone a whole woman that they go home to and share like a proper intimate relationship with. I'm good.
So just ask you for a question, Nikki, have you ever come close?
To what?
Being that somebody else, and not saying you've gone there, but if you come close,
I wouldn't say come close, but the person was trying to talk me into just being cool, innit? Like, and did I consider it? Because I was thinking, it might just be easy. And I think I did consider it because he was cool. Do you know what I'm saying? He was cool when we was chilled, and he used to buy me little trainers and little bits and pieces to kind of just keep me quiet. Do you know what I mean? So did I consider it? Yeah.
Yeah.
But
and
then...
have you considered Trish? I'm not saying you've done it, but you've got to stay with a guy. He's got a partner, but you've just vibed with him, and he's just really.
There was a guy, so I've got one little yard friend that lives opposite my mum's, and he's got people that come and visit him. And I remember looking out the window and seeing this guy, and I was like, who's that in front of my mum? Like, my mum started laughing. This guy was so just my type, gorgeous to look at. And I went outside, and then he came over and just started talking to me. And I was just like, oh my God, this man is gorgeous. And we talked, and he was honest. And he was like, he's got a woman and he's got his kids. But then he started talking about like issues that they've been having, which guys always do.
Yeah,
and this is over a course of time. So we've, you know what I mean? He didn't tell me immediately that he was in a relationship. We exchanged numbers and then we started talking. But he was honest from the get. Once we started talking, and then we spoke about some of the issues. It's like, you know what I mean? I don't subscribe to Pancake Day, and she'll make pancakes and puff out the little picnic in their belly. And all these things. But this guy was gorgeous. And we went around he stopped calling me a while ago now, but we went around and around and around for about a year. And he said to me, each way I question you, you come back to the same thing. So that is obviously your ethic. That is your standpoint. And what I was saying to him is, for me to go, I'm a believer in laws of the universe. And I believe in the law of karma. So I feel like, as attractive as I find you, and yes, I am tempted, I feel like I'm going to get that karma tenfold.
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing. I know that there's a woman there. I know if she finds out about me, she's going to be holding her belly and crying. I know there's going to be, I just don't want to be I don't want to be a contributing factor to that. And I don't want to be at the receiving end of that. But it crossed my mind, you know, I lie. I was like,
that's what cool. You mean
he was fine, and we got on and we vibed and could talk for hours, and we really, really, really got on. And I was attracted to him, but can't do it if I know that there's a woman there. Now, if you come in with your trickery, that's different.
Yeah.
Everyone's been caught up in a little triangle because of some sort of trickery. But the moment things don't make no sense, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out. So yeah. That, well, you've already said.
Yeah, I'm not in it. Like I said, immediately as soon as I find out, and it's always married men. Married men are more single than single men. So it's but it's hard for me to engage anyway. But if I do engage slightly and I see anything, I don't even respond again. I just ghost it. I don't even explain it. I don't even explain it. Oh, you got a woman. I ain't got time.
Yeah, you know you got a woman.
Yeah, you know you got a woman, but I blocked. Like literally, just block you. I ain't got time for it.
Well, large up to all the side chicks out there. If you're
telling you,
if it works for you, it works for you. But
yeah, your stomach is strong.
I think Charlene was asking, how do you separate your feelings? So I know some men that have been in that situation, and I've seen it blow up in their face. Some men can't hide that shit. Some men can hide that shit and hide it well.
Wow, they're hiding it, ain't they?
They're hiding it. We said it's you don't have the stress of the relationship, innit?
I've got a friend of mine, right? Nikki knows him. And so I don't say no more. She knows who I'm talking about when I say that. That's why she's laughing. His girl called me up one day cussing, said that he's got let's get out of here. I'm like, what are you phoning me for?
Yeah.
Oh, this, that, and the other. I said, no disrespect, you're saying that you're his girl. I'm his good friend. I've never met you, so you can't be no girl. My girl's vexed. I got a phone to me. Phone back half an hour later. How you're out of order? I'm like, not out of order. I'm telling you the truth. I've never met you. Who are you? How'd you get my number? I took it out of his phone. Like,
oh, wow.
And I'm phoning because I know he's done this and he's done that. And
oh no.
She phoned me up one time, and then about 8 months later, she phoned me up again with the same talk. And I said, "Did you phone me about this about 8 months ago? Don't you know what he's like? I'm telling you, I know him. You know him. What do you want to do?" And so, know your position. Because the lady had a few bucks in her pocket. You know what I mean? Was buying him, treating him, flying him all over the world. It's your business, isn't it?
God forbid.
I think if you're gonna do that, you have to you have to keep your mind in its lane, mate.
Exactly.
If you know you ain't got a strong stomach, don't do it, because it really it rarely ends differently.
But these women that actually think that they will be the one, they're gonna do it.
But even when they become the one, for the ones that they spend the whole time worrying that the man's gonna do it to you, or anytime he looks at a woman or talks to a woman, because that's how you got the man.
Yeah, you can do.
Yeah. I think ultimately no one really wins.
Yeah,
like that. There might be the odd one. You can't say no one, but on a wider scale,
yeah, it's not happening really, is it?
Yeah, someone's saying it's a loser's game. You end up lonely and in church.
Not even in church, in the bookie shop. No, they want
you're gonna win somewhere.
In the bookies.
What about this, girls? I'll ask you this, because too many people say this. Yeah, a lot of people have a fear of being on their own. So, would you rather be a side chick or be on your own, or a side man or be on your own? If it meant being on your own for the foreseeable, like until you don't know. If you had a dry spout for however long, and you're getting, as they would say, desperate, and it was the chance of being a side person or just being on your own totally, not having that company, not having that connection with anyone for however long, what would you ultimately choose?
I don't know. That's a hard one.
Question.
That's a really hard one.
Yeah. Because I spend a lot of time on my own anyway. And I think that once you get to a particular, because I don't know, sometimes I wonder if I'm weird, because I like my own company and I'm comfortable on my own. Do you understand what I'm saying? But then is that normal? I don't know. If you was going to just be lonely and then take the scrappings, I guess.
To be honest with you, it depends who it is. I'm honest. Like, if it's some broke down person, I'm not in it. I'm just stay by yourself. If the levels are good, I'll take it.
It's true though, isn't it? Because you get treated differently and all that, isn't it? You'll do.
Lathan said to me, "Yeah, gee, do you want to be in my side?" I'm like, "Yeah, all day." What even hard question?
Yeah.
You know? But if I don't know who do I just think I don't find as attractive, I don't know, some mashed down sort of actress with teeth, whatever thing. I'm just not interested. So it depends on the person, innit? It all depends on your options. It depends on your options.
You know, where I'm the opposite to Trisha, where, like, you know, I've been with my husband for like 20 years. So I kind of, to say that would I like to be on my own forever? No.
But would you be if the option was forever?
Be a side chick. No.
Would you be a side chick?
No, I don't think I would though. No, I don't think I would. Yeah, because like you, my heart would be with that other person that he's cheating on me with. Do you know what I mean? And I know Gary's like, "What are you talking about?" But
no, I wouldn't, babes. I wouldn't do that to you.
That's how I would think. Like, boy, she's at home looking after the kids and whatever, and then we're out here having a good time. I'm the stress-free one. Do you know what I mean? Or maybe one of a few stress-free ones. We don't even know.
Don't even know. Yeah.
So, yeah. I think I'll probably end up being by myself. Hopefully, I'd have kids.
Yeah. Charlene Jeffrey said, "Question for the panel: do you think it's possible for a man-woman to love two people at the same time?"
Some people say they have. Yeah. I know it's not possible for me because but I know that some people they have openly said I do. I've always thought how, but they say they do. So I think they must do. I can't. When it takes me a long time to invest in someone, to even like them, let alone love them. So when I do, I'm absolutely all in. There's absolutely no space to even look at anyone. Everyone else is like a blur, faded out in the background. So I know that I only have capacity for one person at a time. But again, I know there are people that have openly said, but I love them both. And I'm like, how?
Yeah.
I can't understand it because I don't function like that. But I know it does happen. And maybe they're confusing the love. Maybe they love different things about each person, or one they've got a connection to, the other they have an attachment to, or do you know what I mean? I don't know though.
And some people just also love the idea of being in love as well. It's not actually
you're not actually in love.
They just love that whole kind of feeling of it, and think that they have it with everybody as well.
Yeah.
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 I know what I mean? Like that. Yeah.
I get it.
Everyone started laughing because someone sprung to mind that they knew individually. So like we all know someone like that.
You love everybody, every one of them.
It's like when people go into relationship after relationship after, like a conveyor belt of relationships. I need like 6 to 12 business years to recover from a relationship. I don't know how people just go into relationship, and they're so in love. So it'd be like 4 months later, I love him so much, we're going to move in, we're going to do this. When you were saying that 4 months ago about someone else, I don't know about that. I don't know how people. I don't have the capacity. I barely like one
void filling.
Yeah, I think so.
I know people that we all know got married in a month.
I saw something on Instagram the other day that said that they met and after 3 months got married and they were celebrating their 10th anniversary. So it can work out, like, but just not if there's other complications and all of the rest of it. All right, let's see what our group No Bravado Massive said about this topic. Can anyone read this?
I can't even see the thing. Hold on.
So I said this is the best reasoning I've heard why men like side chick behavior. And Zoe, the person who posted it, said makes good damn sense to me, but we know that, right? Because that's why I refuse to be a dude's side chick. I'm not about to let a man waste my time sitting in my face, then go home to his wife and girlfriend. Yeah, facts. Claudette Riley said, this is true. Side chicks are always willing to squeeze and fit into a man's life without disturbing the routine of the wife's life. She was feeling real cheap at that very moment, thinking she was doing something. Yeah, she must have felt like an idiot, though.
I'm telling you.
The whole of the place was laughing after her, like, oh, couldn't have been
done.
Why
would you stand up with your grown-up self? Yeah, you finished school, you finished college, yeah? And go and stand up there and put yourself on blast, yeah, like that, about something so dumb. And if you can't gauge how he likes you, he don't like you.
But she's okay. From what I'm looking at her, she was really nice. I suppose she said something. She's like,
yeah, looks don't make up.
I know, but
your inside, though, isn't it? It's your substance.
Yeah, but she.
So if you go on that.
Yeah, like you said, it's substance, and for her to stand up and ask that question says a lot about what's going on.
Yeah,
in that empty. Have something about you, man. That alone is dumb. That is not digital at all. Like you're not clued. For you to go up there and put yourself on absolute blast like that is just wild to me. And ask such a stupid question is what.
Was she asking for herself or was she asking someone else?
She's asking for herself.
She must have been. Didn't you see how she was looking?
Look at her. Yeah, exactly.
Is it possible that he could like me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She did. Yeah. Can you guys see this? Can you guys read out the next comments?
Check.
Melinda Gardner says the man was making the point and making her realize how stupid she sounds. See, she should not have asked the question if she never wanted his honest opinion. He's just letting her know why these men would do her how they do her. If she's okay being a side chick, then she's going to be treated like the secret that she is, and she won't be treated like a wife. The man basically told her any man she gets with her current mindset is going to use her for his convenience because she's all right with being that. You can't blame the man for telling her the truth.
Yeah.
And Zoe Means Life says she thought she was the prize. Well, surprise.
They got jokes in this group, I tell you.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, dear. So Melinda goes on, she says she was crazy to even ask that. If she was a prize, she would not have ever uttered those words out of her mouth. A side piece can't be the prize because the prize is wife material who would never allow herself to be treated or seen as this a lady allows herself to be treated or seen. Side chicks are collateral damage, but who knows we have a side piece. Who knows we have a side piece. Camilio posing as a Ras queen. Oh, shame. So I guess the women out here are going to be confused. But I think even this young, beautiful sister deep down knows better too.
Yeah. Mm. If you're the prize, you would never have to question if you're the prize.
Exactly.
Or where you stand in someone's life. You wouldn't.
Do you know what for me, and this is, and I've said this to people before, being the side person, whatever you want to say, when that side person finds someone new, as far as if you know you're the side, you can go looking and do what you want. It's something like entertaining you while there. As soon as you find someone, you just kick them to the curb. Like, yeah, I've got someone new now, and that's it. Usually the person comes back, no, I want you now, I want you, but by that time it's too late. I found someone new.
Yeah,
and that's the thing I would say. It's like if you know it's just when I'm bored or, as you said, feeling lonely, whatever, and you're doing it for that reason, and then there's no feelings involved, and as soon as you find someone, you kick them to the curb, then what is that? Everyone's gone past.
I listen to you guys talk. How do you guys differentiate that there's no feelings involved? How do you, because you're saying if that's what was the agreement was from the beginning, we cannot negotiate the terms of the agreement once we get into said agreement.
Mm-hmm.
How do you differentiate? How do you keep the feelings like this is just what it is? How do men do that?
I can't talk for when all I can talk for myself. If when I was younger, I was there doing what I was doing, it just didn't mean nothing. It actually didn't mean anything more than we're hanging out. There's certain people that I used to hang out with that I used to spend more time with, if that makes sense. And we used to do things together, but if you're just some girl you used to go and check, you just check her, that's it, innit? When you're younger, you used to run all, and like I said, when he was younger, a bag of us would go to someone's house, I can remember when it was about 18, 19, no guy I know had his own place, but quite a few girls had their own places.
Right.
We used to always just 10 minutes go to our yard, sit down, and then everyone would leave and one person would be left there with the girl, whatever the side, whatever. And that was how we used to roll. So you spend a bit of time there. But I wouldn't, when I say, I don't get, if you're my girl, and I tell you you're my girl and we dating, right? So there's no question about it. There's no thing, yes. Like if you ask me a question, oh, did you date so-and-so? I would say, yes, I dated them, or no, I didn't date them. Or we had a little thing, but it wasn't a date. There's a kind of difference. So if I dated you, then I dated you. We had a little thing, we had a thing where it lasted for a little while. If I'm saying that you're my partner, my girlfriend, we went clubbing together, did something together. Like if I take you to a restaurant, then that's me taking you to a restaurant. I take lots of people to a restaurant. If I've gone to a party with you, that's a different thing. I take nothing.
Because status, yeah.
I take lots of people to restaurants. Like, you can have a chicken wing. I'll give you a chicken wing, bitch. But hey, if I take you to a party,
if we go out, so if we go to a club together, it's
like you have someone on your arm.
Yeah,
then you start introducing her to people and that.
It's like I can remember a girl that said to me one time, this is my friend Gary, then that's what you are. If I had to say this is Gary, whatever, then that's me and you're together. But if you're my friend, I'm stating.
Okay, right. You're in that box.
Sit in that box, yeah. Hold your box.
Right.
Can I ask you another question?
Not hold your box. I can't with you lot today.
I can't.
Everyone's got one-liners today, boy.
Carry that, man. Carry it.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go on.
If you are not happy to be, but willing to, or wouldn't write off being a sideman, would you be comfortable on the flip side being a man with a side chick?
What do you mean?
How does that work?
Is
it the same thing? If it happens, it happens.
So if my partner is cheating with me with someone else?
No, so you don't mind being a side man. Do you mind having a side chick as well? So as in flip it, you're the one in a relationship with a side chick.
I wouldn't.
Why?
You would have a side chick?
No.
Why?
That surprises me.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, me too.
No, the way you talk cold, like.
No, I wouldn't. Well, if I'm dating you, innit? Right. There's been times when me and my partner have been, or me and my partners have been like broken up, but not broken up, that whole thing, and then someone else has been there, and that's a different conversation. But if we and you're dating, then there's no side people.
But can I just say that every man that has ever cheated has been when the woman and him's there.
Listen,
that's always the story. I'm just saying.
You lot been watching too much Friends. When you're on a break, you're on a break, yeah? Remember that.
When you're on a break, but you're still sleeping with each other 24/7, and you still talk to each other 24/7, you're still at each other's house 24/7. But it just means that
when you're on a break, you're on a break. When you're on a break, you're on a break.
I think breaks are messy, you know. It's either you're together.
There's no break.
It's a break. These are
either together or we're not. There's no break.
I was watching. I can't remember one YouTube thing, and this girl was talking about. It was on GMTV, and the woman said that she told her husband she told her husband that she'd had enough. She wanted to get married. He didn't. They broke up. 3 months later, they got back together and got married. And she said he needed to go away and realize that the grass ain't greener. Yeah, they're there. So it does happen. Yeah, and they've been married for 10 years.
Right.
So it happens. So I don't think sometimes there's. I mean, as I said, sometimes you create spaces in your life, and then they get filled up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You create spaces in your life, and it gets built in. And as I said before, if you've got time, it's really amazing how, and I think this goes for everybody. It's like not. If you're all of you are really busy in your day-to-day life, but if someone comes into your life, you're able to make time for that person that you like.
Yeah.
Suddenly, you've got no time for anything. Everything's busy. I've got to pick my kids up. I've got to do this. But suddenly, someone comes, and then you've got time to go and visit them, go and see them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you make space for people that you want in your life, but as I said, I wouldn't have a side. Yeah.
You wouldn't have a side chick in a relationship. No. That's good.
Is that for morals or because it's just a lot of aggro?
Come on, Natalie, with the question.
Morals or aggro.
I want to see how savage he really is.
Yeah.
Probably a bit of both. Can't take the drama. Too much work. Ain't got the time. Can't do this hiding the phone and all this type of deleting messages, disappearing messages on my WhatsApp and all that.
Yeah.
I just can't comprehend that.
Do you contain within you guilt? So would you feel guilty?
Not at the time, but obviously afterwards.
Afterwards, you'd feel guilty.
Yeah. It's like any criminal. You do something wrong, a couple of days later, people. I remember there's 3 things that someone said to me about crimes, and this is kind of like a crime, but criminals always have an urge to confess. So they'll tell somebody they got a side chick, and that person will tell someone and they'll get back to your partner.
At some point, it comes out, yeah.
Criminals are always remorseful once they've been caught.
After they've been caught, yeah.
They get caught. Always after they get caught, yeah. And criminals as a whole, right, have got morals when it comes to them, but no one else. So when people do things to you, it's vexed.
Yeah,
those three things with criminals, always. When it's being done to them, it's a bad thing. When they're doing it to other people, like you look contact to any burglar, man, what burgled my yard, liberty, but now it's burgled about 30 yards.
You've been a cat burglar for years, yeah.
Yeah.
Creeping for donkeys. Yeah.
Man, them boys there stabbed my brethren. But you've been stabbed up how much, man, cut my man. It's just
yeah.
So
do you think there's a
go on?
Last question. Do you think this goes for everybody? There is an age cap for when you just cannot be. You shouldn't be side chicking anyway, whatever. But where it's just like get it together.
Is there age
now, at this age or that age, you're still side chicking or you're still popping. Do you think there's an age for things like that?
Side chick.
There's a cut-off point. You're going to be a side chick at 67.
I'd like to think so, but then I don't know, man.
I think, and this is another thing, and this is going to be sound quite shallow, but it's not meant to be. But it depends on what you look like, innit? Because I've seen people in their 30s that should be side chicks because you look brought down. Because all the work you've been doing, really, just you see them,
Gary.
You see people. Listen. I'm talking about guys, right? I've seen people guys. We've got a name for guys, right? And I've put myself in the name now because I'm that age. But I remember when I was younger, and we used to see girls that used to go with older guys, and they were our age, and they were like, "What's she doing with that Papa Charlie?" With some Papa Charlie look, but down, man. Like,
Charlie.
So I think it is kind of image or how you look, and some people keep themselves better.
And tiredness. The fuck? Don't people get tired?
Tired of what? Love is love, isn't it?
It's not love, though, is it?
Whatever it is, whatever you call it. Listen, if you can sell it as love, you can move it in
it. Wow.
Yeah, poor love gets a bad rap.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah, because love, it's not love, as you just said.
Do you know what it is? It's love is too risky now. That's what it feels like for a lot of people that are single.
Yeah.
It's too much of a vulnerable, dangerous place to be.
Yeah, Winston the second.
But that's the problem with 90% of people now. Nobody wants to be vulnerable. Everybody's on this thing where they want to be closed off.
Oh, shut up, Gary. Says you the emotion.
Because too many people don't mind having a side chick or being a side chick or man. So that makes the other side of the people like, no. Because there's too many people that don't care or are willing to just do and be whatever. So it makes it harder for people who want something pure when there's a whole bunch of people that don't mind.
It's just ready to just fit in.
Yeah.
And mold.
This is for you, Trisha. Another music reference. Open up your heart, Barcades. Open up your heart and let you see you can do it. You're gonna be sitting there. Open up your heart, man. Give it a chance.
Sorry, my mum's just texted me. I'm calling you with exclamation marks. Like we do this every 2 weeks. I'm doing the Zoom. So if I block off for a minute, I'm just texting her to back off, Pat. I'm doing the Zoom.
But Natalie, to be honest, it's your fault because you were meant to do it last week, so you wouldn't be doing it this week.
She does it every day. She calls me like that every day.
Every day. Oh, dear. All right, next topic.
Oh, no.
No, that was just rude. That one was just rude. I'm sorry.
Hang on a minute. Because I have to remove it from here and add it here. All right, no bravado massive that's watching. If you were getting married, male or female, and this happened, what's your next move?
In love, not knowing what if was. soul I own, and in your eyes you're holding mine. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms. Barefoot, just keep when we fell.
Okay. Who's up?
You know the dress was whack, innit?
The dress.
It's horrible.
It looks uncomfortable.
Yeah, that was
all types of ruffles. I was scared. No.
It's rude. I would have smacked that shit out his hand.
I would have taken
That's
it
what
out
someone just said on Facebook. Melissa Arde said exactly that.
She kept a good poker face.
Yeah.
She kept a good game face to walk down the aisle.
She was happy.
Yeah, that's rude. That's rude.
What could you possibly need? What could you possibly? Yeah.
You know the funny thing about this,
you
right?
Can't walk from the. You can't even wait till you get in the car.
Exactly.
I'll give you a funny thing about that young lady who just talked about slap phone hour. That's the person. I know the person, right? And she's on her phone more than anyone. That's something she would do. And when I mean,
but not at a wedding.
She would. I'm telling you, that's what she would do. Like this, watching some sort of thing.
Melissa, back it. I know you wouldn't do it at your wedding.
She would. Yeah, trust me. She would do that straight. No, personally, it's a liberty.
It's a liberty.
It's a liberty, but.
Like you don't want to be there. Like, you know, this is cutting into your phone time, walking back down the aisle, this wedding.
He's there just telling the side chick it's done.
Yes, no, the side chick, she squeezed in to the wedding time, yeah.
Oh, I'd be like, sorry, are we boring you? The fuck?
Alfia Morgan said the side pieces reminded him to bring some cake. Melissa said, no, Gary.
Yeah, please.
No, Gary. I think that is so disrespectful. I can't. I've got no words for it. Like, and I'm a person who's always got their phone attached to their hand, but on your wedding day, when walking down the aisle, not even.
That's mad.
Like, come on.
There was something weird about that anyway. I don't know. The whole thing was something weird about it. I don't know if it was it's done on purpose, but he knew he was. Unless, but do you know what? When I saw it first, I was going to put it as, this is what happened. Yeah, this is from a guy. This is what happened. He was organizing a surprise for her at the venue, and he was trying to sort that out while he's walking down there. And it had to come out. It was going to be some massive surprise for her that he's trying to arrange with his boys.
Yes, Gary.
At least get down the aisle and out the church to
into the car.
That's not much of a surprise for. That's what
you're not having it.
No, that's what your bridal team is for. Sorry.
You're not having it.
What the fuck? I was annoyed just watching that.
That was ridiculous.
And the music was annoying me. So the combination of the music and him was just infuriating me.
Yeah.
The dress was poor.
I don't know how she did it.
The dress
she can't walk in the dress. She's clearly uncomfortable.
She nearly tripped.
Yeah.
And he didn't even care.
He wasn't holding her up properly. He was dragging her along whilst he was on his phone. Bloody cheek. I'd have been
he was playing Candy Crush.
Mary wouldn't do that. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, just not to do that.
No.
I'd be booking the vicar for the funeral.
Straight up and down.
Exactly.
What did obviously there's no excuse for what he did, and for me, I don't like, for example, and this is get for me. See, if that was me, my mum would have dashed something in my back of my head. One of my family members there would have been, or if my partner's mum would have been coming down to me in my head, lash me, or her dad, or somebody. Or somebody, her brothers, or somebody would come out. Brother, what are you doing?
Yeah, like, come on, man. It's so disrespectful. It's unbelievable. And I'm like, is this where we are now? In terms of the phone in society, where someone would even think that's acceptable. And then there was someone filming that. So is that where we are now? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's society's like that. Even you go out for dinner with people got their phones on the table and all type of things, and that annoys me because especially if I'm taking you to dinner something, and you got to put your phone in your pocket, brother. If someone calls you, let them wait.
Yeah.
Turning the phone
I mean, for me personally, I keep my phone because my mum's not well. So if I'm out, I always want to have my phone just in case. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's
you're not scrolling through Facebook and Instagram.
No, but I will have my phone on the table just in case.
Yeah,
I can see if it's her or there's a message or whatever.
If something comes through, that's a different conversation in some emergency calls. But there's a difference between emergency call and your phone ringing 20 times in an hour and you're picking up every call.
Yeah.
There's a difference between being on.
Well, still, you get up to go away to take the call.
There's a difference that you're on Facebook and you're scrolling.
But you know what happened to me once, right? I come out of my relationship. I hadn't been on a date for like 2-3 years. Yeah, went on my first date since I've been in a relationship. I've not been in a relationship. I'm on my phone all the time because I'm always doing something on socials or I'm posting something. Not because I'm on the phone, because I'm not on the phone like that at all. So my phone is quite dry in that respect.
Yeah.
This one little date that I decided to go on a random Tuesday evening, I had phone call after phone call after phone, including my kid's dad. We don't talk on the phone. What the fuck? Like, it was just like, what is going on? This doesn't happen to me. Everybody was calling me. My phone was pinging off. In the end, I put my phone on silent and put it in the bag. And I just remember thinking, I hope he doesn't think I'm trying to be just trying to be like I'm being shady. But my phone does not ring. But today, it wanted to blow off, including the kid's dad just calling my phone off. It was just the most bizarre kind of thing. But I just put it away. I just put it away because I confidently just had my phone on the table because I knew it weren't going to ring. In my head, it weren't going to do nothing. But no, it wouldn't stop. I had to put it away, put it on silent and just put it away. It was madness. Let alone getting married. I don't know what I don't put like one of the groomsmen should have your phone. Should even have it.
Exactly.
I don't want you got sticking it, ruining the cut pictures.
Like, what are you doing? And he's proper in. He's not even looking where he's going.
Nah, that was the part. He walked into a guest.
That's what I'm saying.
On the phone.
Madness.
Oh, man, the problem's right there and then. My phone's on the Davina said, my phone's on the table as I'm a mother and a grandmother. In an emergency, trust me, I'm reachable. But that's the only reason. Go on, Gary. What was you going to say?
I understand the whole thing about emergencies and all that, yeah? But listen, ladies and gentlemen, right? Phones for us are relatively new. When we was going on a date or we had no phone and there's an emergency, they had to get hold of us, sooner or later. But when you're out, you were out. There's sometimes when we were younger, you weren't reachable. So suddenly now everyone's got to be reachable 24 seconds. I was okay. And that's not me shouting at Davina. I'm just saying in general. I think sometimes we take this phone thing or technology thing as a thing that it hasn't always been like that.
Yeah.
You mean? I remember when I was younger and I went to make a sneaky phone call, I had to go down the road and get the red ball and dial that number in a little box. You mean? Or tap that box away. You mean?
Exactly.
I have this thing where you got your mobiles on it. So, it's been a big part of our life for the last 20 or 30 years. But before that, phones weren't, you'd go, you had to meet someone before, organize it, go to her, have dinner, whatever. There was no phones to distract you.
Yeah. True.
So I think sometimes we make excuses for phones or technology as a whole. Oh, we need to be reachable.
She's saying there wasn't a reason then, as I wasn't a mother way back then, but as a mother and stuff now, that's imperative. Anyway, what did our crew say? What did they have to say? They're bloody funny, they are. Let's enlarge so I can see it. Well, I said this will piss me off immensely. I'm not going to lie. Jennifer said, everyone that means anything is here on this day. Who the fuck are you on the phone to? Bad start.
It's true.
Yeah. And
Got to keep the side chick happy.
Natty NPW said you got to keep the side chick happy. Sean said, all joking aside, this is very disrespectful. He's a prick, and his people should have told him so. There's no respect for the marriage in today's society. It's sickening.
100% agree.
Yeah. Margaret, my cousin, said, I'd spend the wedding night texting my friends, of course. Karen said, messaging the side chick. Trisha said, oh my God, no. Hang on, let me just remove this comment because it's covering up Gary's face.
It's all right. It's all right. You got to put me at the bottom of the pile. I know. I did it on purpose.
Oh, don't be like that, Gary.
StreamYard did it, not me. Joyce Brown said, I'll be looking to annul the marriage. I'll tell him to leave and I'd carry on the party without him. Boy, bye. Lisa, do you think that's extreme or?
That's extreme.
That's a bit extreme.
I just spent 40 grand on a wedding. I'm not unless you give me back my money. I'm not doing that. It's extreme.
It depends. If I see something mad in that text, then yeah.
Have the documents been signed? Lisa says. If not, it will not be. But for that to happen, the phone will still be in his hand at the end, and smiles. It's off. It's her lane. Could never be mine. So people are saying that the wedding will be the marriage done from there, you know, for that. Dion said, wondering how they ever made it to the altar, as he's clearly in a deeper relationship with his phone. Livette Scantleberry Miller said maybe she's aware he's texting a very relevant person who could not attend the wedding to update them. And she said, give the benefit of the doubt, people. Things are not always as they seem. So Davina said, update later or have someone else do it. There's absolutely no need for the groom to be on his phone whilst walking down the aisle with his new bride, updating anybody. And I agree, get out of here. And then she comes back and she said, look, we cannot judge. We don't know the full story. She may have said, hun, let's message Granddad and let him know we're married now. We just don't know the backstory. We're just assuming. I bet if we were able to speak to the couple, it probably would have been a valid reason. We just love to throw shade on everything, always.
But to be honest with you, I read that comment, and to me, I was going to put that, you know what? There's X amount of people in the wedding. Someone FaceTime grandma, granddad.
Yeah,
they can watch it on FaceTime. Set up an iPad, they can watch that. Obviously, just I don't know why he's doing it, and I can't justify it. And all jokes aside, blatantly taking the piss. And if it was my partner or someone I was married, there will be you know that look. If it was me, I know whoever I was dating at the time would be giving me some certain look that I would have to put down my phone. But I said, my mum, my gran, one of my family members, even one of my brethren would have boxed me and said, Jigga, what are you doing? Stop that food.
That's phone.
Yeah.
So Davina, this made me laugh. Davina said, unless Granddad is on his deathbed, Granddad can wait at least until they finish walking down the aisle. So yeah, I'm a throw shade with sprinkles on top. I'll butt up. They kill me in this group, you know. Yeah, someone was saying I've had that thought myself. Blah, blah, blah. Clearly he's married his phone and she's like the third wheel. Leroy Hall said, man's checking his spend. I know I was calculating the no-shows and sending them invoices.
Oh my God.
He could be setting something up for her.
I said, you see?
Really? Whoever him a text family member, close friend, they can wait. Nah, him need to pay attention to his bride, kiss my teeth. I'd be well vexed and want to mash up the phone. Me too. Phone get mash up on the hard churchwood floor. Sorry, like, taking the piss. He would get smacked with a quickness, disrespectful to Ross. Martin Skeptical Sullivan said he was just checking his football scores. Melinda said, I would advise him to do his texting or take his call after we finish doing what we need to do. It's our wedding day and his time's supposed to be fully invested in our day, not his phone. when are we traveling to the reception? He can take his phone out or text whoever he wants. Yeah, it's just not for the phone.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's see what hang on, my phone's on the table. What's this? My phone's on the table as I'm a mother. Okay, so that was Davina. He's like, hey, babes, I'm at an all-day party. I'll shout you later.
All-day party is wedding to Buckside.
That's funny.
Dumb.
Oh,
I'm at a day party. You know, imagine. Oh dear. All right. Someone else read this out for me. I think this is our last topic.
I'll just say, let's go back to it, shall go back one.
Okay.
Just to say, that topic that I said with not that the one I was talking to you about. I saw football in there. He must just be checking the football score. And the thing that me and you were discussing.
Yeah, I was going to ask you to bring it up after.
Okay, cool.
All right, so let's do this one. This is our last topic, and then I was going to ask the girls' opinions to see who they agree with. But don't give away what you think, and I won't give away what I think. Okay. I want to see what people organically think. All right, so next topic. All right, like, bro, I told you I hadn't slept in 40 hours. All right, so who's in the right or the wrong here? So this is a conversation. Nat, can you read this one?
Yeah. So who's in the? It's a thread. Did you get the whole thread?
Yeah, the whole thread's on there. See? So
okay. So this is at the end. She put like, bro, I told you I hadn't slept in 40 hours because of work. Blah blah.
End? That's where it started.
Yeah. Hold on. So yeah, no, that was her post. That was her caption to her post of all the texts.
Right.
So basically, this guy is texting her. What's he saying?
What is happening here? Hang on. 1 second, sorry.
That's all right.
Go back one now.
Go back another one.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So her caption says, like, bro, I told you I hadn't slept in 40 hours because of work and you still pushed for a date. Then you made 11 p.m. reservations. It's not my fault I fell asleep. And she's doing that caption because of this text thread between her and some guy she was supposed to go on a date with. So he texts her and says, it was $70 to cancel the reservation last night. It's not a big deal. Just thought you should know. She says, it is a big deal to you. That's why you mentioned it at all. He said, no, it's just a fact. The way the cookie crumbles, it wouldn't have been right not to tell you. She said, you know what? I can already tell we're not going to click. I don't like to sweat the small shit. He said, if you say so, okay, then go ahead and Zelle, Venmo, Apple Pay the $70 and we don't have to sweat. Laugh out loud. Would have offered to at least pay my portion because I'm a responsible adult. It's okay. You do you. Bye. She said, if I was in your shoes, I wouldn't have brought up $70, but we all wear different shoes. He said, how is that fair? She said, do you really think life is fair? Because I have news. He said, I didn't put a gun to your head and force you. It's not fair. You sound 6 years old, like you sound like you're crying. It's not fair. Pay me $70. He says, you did say you were crazy. I guess this is what you...
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. I guess this is what you meant. Glad I dodged a bullet. She said, like I'm going to be honest with you. You sound bitch made with a small dick energy, and that's not my vibe. He said, I'll just pretend I paid for dinner and it was a lame date, all Gucci. She said, you sweat the small shit, cry about life being unfair. It's just not my speed. I'm sure you'll find someone suitable in Miami, just not me. Thank you for the feedback. Have a nice day.
All right. Who's in the wrong?
He is. Was it Eden?
I would have blocked him. After he said you can Apple Pay me, thingy me, I would have blocked him.
Idiot.
Genuinely would have. That is not how I'm starting my day with that weird shit.
Okay, so she's got nothing to. You got no. She's got nothing to. No side dish at all.
No what?
She told him. He pushed for it.
Didn't go sleep.
Hold on. She's got no responsibility in this at all.
I'm just gonna get a drink. I'll be back in a minute, but I can still hear you.
Do you know what it is?
Go on.
Even if okay, fair enough. He paid $70, but you see the way he went about it. You can you will sit there with your long hand.
Okay. For me, right, and this is what I said. I will pay. The kind of debt I'm paying, I'm not even getting in the conversation. But I'll be vexed if I paid $70 or £70 to go on a date for reservations and we didn't even go. So if you're not going to go, let me know you're not going to go.
But she fell asleep.
That's what she was saying.
What she should have done.
He didn't say that in the old text.
What she should have done was said, no, I'm not coming at that time of night because it's too late and I'm going to need to go to bed. That's what she should have done.
Argument for me, and that's for
what
me.
She should have done.
Yeah. And for me, that's where the thing started.
Yeah.
He booked the date. She should have said, no, 11 o'clock, I'm not going.
No.
Argument done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She shouldn't have tried to pacify him by.
Yeah, okay, we go. And then you fell asleep. Then it's on you. So you started the issue.
What she should have done.
You started the issue. And that's the only thing. Arguing about the money is neither here nor here for me. And I think that's what people getting caught up. They're arguing about this money and stuff. But you started it. You should have just said, it's 11 o'clock, I'm not going.
Yeah.
Change it to another day, I'm not going. That should have been
what she should have done.
Yeah.
She sounded like she tried to tell him a few times, but he just weren't having it. He was pushing it. He was pushing. But you can't push me. I ain't going.
Yeah. Thank you. And that's what I'm saying. That you would have been, if I was asking you on a date and I said just go on a date, let's go on a date. You were saying no, and eventually I wore you down because girls like persistence. Allegedly, that's what I heard. I like that.
They're like what?
Persistence. They like persistence. Allegedly.
No.
Actually, somebody else did it to me. She said, "Oh, I like guys who are persistent." So I asked her, "What's the difference between being persistent and a stalker?" So I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Can you break down the difference? No. So he's asked him. He's asked her. She said yes. She fallen asleep. You're taking the piss. You're taking the piss. And you're going to text me, I fell asleep. If a man texted you and told you fell asleep and didn't call you, you lot would be vexed. So
because you would automatically think he's under some woman.
Yeah.
I can't hear you. If you asked me, if I took you on a date night, I never turned up and I sent your text saying I fell asleep.
Yeah.
Come on. No, sorry. I mean, I'm not saying he's not in the rule for sending the Edith texts afterwards. Take the hit and thing and let it go. Don't contact her again. And obviously he was vexed about the £70 because we don't know what his pocket's like. But you can't tell me, and you're saying, "Oh, he's in the wrong." No, just say no. If you didn't want to go, say no. But you fell asleep.
Yeah. She should have just said that was too late. Whatever.
Yeah, he's done.
But he's an idiot.
Look at me vexed like I'm thinking.
No, I get it.
But he's still an idiot.
He's an idiot.
No, he's an idiot.
I can't. He's an idiot. He reminds me of someone.
That's what it is, man. Giving you flashbacks.
Oh, he reminds me of just weird people. Like, who told you to do that? I hate when people do things when it's like, who told you to fucking do that?
Yeah.
And then bring it back on you, because that would annoy me as well.
Mm.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like, I kind of get both sides, but he was such a bitch.
Yeah, about it.
Because he wants his money.
Don't do it. If you can't afford to do it, don't do it. Go to their equivalent of Nando's or do something else nice. Plan something else. Don't put $70 down that you can't afford to lose because you might have gone on the date and hated it anyway.
Yeah, but I still got food. I still would have got my nice food. The restaurant would have got my $70 and not give me like. There's a difference. If I take you on a date and we have a bad date, at least I get to enjoy the food.
It was $70. I just thought I'd let you know.
Yes, let you know. Pay the 35, man. Venmo me. Yeah. Ting.
Oh,
I want to hear that Monzo sound. Big.
I love that sound.
I want to wake me up with
whenever I get orders on my website, Castro the sound comes through.
Yeah.
Goes, yeah. I like that sound. You like?
That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear. Oh, I fell asleep. What do you mean?
Well, yeah, she shouldn't have agreed to go at that time of night.
Yeah.
Knowing that you're tired anyway, because even if you hadn't gone, it wouldn't have been a great day anyway, because you would have been knackered anyway.
You would have been tired.
You should have been straight from the off.
Yeah.
At this stage in my life as well, that's very possible for me to fall asleep before I went.
At 11 o'clock at night.
At 11 o'clock. Exactly.
And who wants to eat at 11 o'clock?
Who's eating? Same time there.
He sounds like an aggravation, though, in general.
Yeah. No.
But I don't know. Maybe she could have done this. She could have done that. He could have done this. He could have done that. But don't book things. Don't book it. Don't do all that and then do that. Right. You send me £35. Or send me half. At least offer to pay half for it because you fell asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Davina said, I hear you, Gary, but who books an 11 p.m. reservation knowing full well she's had no sleep for how many hours? He obviously wasn't considerate.
Right. All I'm going to say to you, you got to read between the lines. She's misleading everybody, right? She didn't sleep for 40 hours at that time. So he didn't know she didn't sleep for 40 hours.
She said, I told you. She said, I told you.
40 hours. Yeah. Okay. I told you. And I booked her. So she should have said, it came at 11 o'clock. You know, it probably went this way. And I'm not talking for him back up. Oh, I haven't slept for ages. So I need a really late reservation, late as possible. And it was 11 o'clock one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that. She must have said, for him to book it late, she must have said, oh, well, I've got to work, so it's going to have to be late.
Yeah.
But it depends if he was being persistent and...
Yeah.
Bugging her.
Where the fuck was he taking her at 11 o'clock to eat? Tinseltown.
Hey, there you go, man. I love it.
Could be, you know. Could all be.
£70 lost, though. At Tinseltown.
No, because a lot of restaurants now there's a place in Islington. What's a place called? It's like a Thai restaurant. It's really noisy in there. It's a nice restaurant, food's nice, and you got to pay £20 before you go.
Yeah,
right. Lucky Cane.
Oh, Lucky Cane, yeah.
You pay 20 quid before you go in. To book any resident, and you lose it.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what our folks had to say.
Team Blue.
That was the. Hang on, let me take the. I keep forgetting to take the thing off your face, so we can see your face when you're making your face to comments. Team Blue. So she's on the woman's side. I said all day. I said the woman's not in the wrong. I don't think the woman's in the wrong. But now I hear you say that, though, Gary. To be fair, it has put me to think slightly differently.
Same, but I'm being wrong and strong with this one. I have to hold it.
Not back in town, bro.
I'm not changing, but I hear you. But I'm not changing. I have to be wrong and strong.
Zanika said the man's an idiot at the end. Shaking my head. Sandy Belfair said he mentioned it because he was hoping she would say she would pay half. Clearly, it bothered him. Convo would have gone totally different. Me personally, I would need to see that straight off offer to pay half and not even entertain any more conversation. Because from you come with the £70, oh, it cost me £70. You know that's where he's heading to. So she's like, I would just pay half. What's the bank? Yeah, what's your bank details?
And with Monzo, you can put a message. The message I would send. Here go, bitch boy.
You people want to be wrong and strong in it. Love it. I tell you.
I'm holding that wrong corner.
I do think he's an idiot and he shouldn't have done that. But she either wanted to fob him off and say, yeah, all right, I'm going, and no intentions of going.
Yeah, which is wrong if she did want to do that.
Which is wrong in the first place. And then if she says she was working at that all that time, then she would have gone anyway and would have been knackered, and it would have been a shit date anyway. So really and truly, you should have just told the brother no from the start. That's what you should have done. That's what she should have done.
And that's where it started.
Yeah, that's what she should have done. Because now, you know, all right, he's in his feelings and he sounds like a pum pum, but you know,
she should have
dealt with that differently. Because I'd be pissed off. And you're right, Gary. I'd be pissed off if I organised something for somebody at whatever time of day or night it is, and then I'm losing 70 quid because you don't turn up. I'd be pissed off.
And then text you off and say,
even if you did say to me, "Oh, I'm tired." If you agree to come with me and you're saying to me, "Tired," what is it? You're tired? Are you coming or you're not? Do you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I do think she should have cut that
common decency.
Yeah, from the start, I think.
Don't book nothing for me after 8.
You understand?
Where are we going to eat at 11 to puff out the belly like the pancakes I was telling you about earlier?
And I'm just tired. Like my social battery's done.
Yeah, me too.
It's just like
I feel the same. I feel the same. I'm knackered.
Can't do it. No, it's long. It's long.
Yeah. All right, our folks said, you said, Nat, he's a weird man. I wouldn't have entertained the conversation for so long. Mike Shaw said, Brock Pocket, Cunt Chronicles. So many issues, from ignoring the fact that she said she had very little sleep, then making it 11 p.m. reservation. I mean, who does that? To casually dropping off info about cancellation charges, she's to blame, to twisting it all onto her. She's had way too much time. I would have paid my half as soon as he mentioned it and then ended the conversation. Emma Bruce said she's right. Lisa C said he's in the wrong from the off about 11 p.m. date and knowing that she was exhausted, then mentioning the money because she was exhausted, as she previously explained. A little Willy energy for real. He just thought he was getting £70 tried pum pum. He got upset when he realised that he wasn't being paid for entertainment.
Yeah.
It ain't wrong. I don't know what this is. Gash the end. Or dash.
That is trash gash the end. I think the guy's saying that she's trash. I don't know.
Right. Okay. So that's more or less our show today. But Gary has got a scenario that he wants to put to you. And I want to see.
Is it real life?
Yeah, real life.
Real life.
And I want to see what you lot think.
Do we have to be sensitive?
No, you don't have to be sensitive at all.
Just no bravado, do it all the way. Go on.
Right, cool. All right. So you've got 2 children. You're a guy. You've got 2 children with 2 different girls. Yeah. So one of the children follows you and supports your team, the team that you support, and the other one supports the team the mum supports. Okay. So you buy the child that supports your team a football kit every year because they support your team. And then the other child's mum's vexed that you don't buy that child a kit because she supports a team that you don't support. And the mum's telling you, oh, you treat the children differently.
Yeah, that's a dickhead thing, though. Why are you buying one child thing? What why would you buy one child if the child's just as into football as the other child? Get him his team. It's not about you. Get him his team's football kit. Get the other boys his team's football kit. You can't favorite. It looks like you're favoriting one over the other.
Now, Natalie, this is how I know you are on the same, because that's what I said. It's a favoritism thing. That's it.
It's not when it comes to football. Not when it comes to football. Doesn't. Sorry. I agree with you, Gary.
Right.
I agree. I not that I understand what you're saying, Gary. And
why
I
am I
understand what you're
saying that there. No bravado massive. What you saying?
I understand
why am I
what you're
paying
saying.
for
When it
another
comes to
football team?
football, yeah, the man ain't gonna be buying another football team.
If you support, if
you support that team, then you buy it for your picnic. Sorry, it's not like if the mum supports the team. If the
disgusting.
No, wait, stop.
I'll give you that.
You're saying that Gary, I'm just using you as an example.
Use me.
Gary supports Arsenal and buys his daughter the Arsenal kit every year. Mum supports Tottenham. She forgot buy the Tottenham kit, forget a picnic.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what you have to do.
No. Yeah. My kid's dad doesn't support, the boys support 2 different teams. Yeah. 2 different teams. The dad doesn't support any of those teams. He buys them kits all the time.
Oh,
does he support a team?
He does support a team, but not any of their 2 teams.
Yeah,
as far as I'm concerned, and like this is the argument I'm having with other people, and
so he should never buy them a football kit.
No, not support those teams. But it's not as deep as that. It's not as deep as that, especially as the mum supports the team and she can buy the kit. If the mum didn't support the team, then I'd say go and buy the child the other kit. And even then, it's hard for people to do that.
The child only supports the team because the mum supports the team. So, what?
So you don't even actually want the kit. Does the child actually want the kit then? Yeah, the mum wants the child to have the kit. So she's saying to you, buy her the kit because you buy the other one the kit. But that's the team that you support.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get what you're saying, Gary. I also get what you're saying, girls. Because I think in order for the kids to feel, if they know that this is happening, then I think you'd have to make it good and buy her a kit. But I agree that the mum should buy the kit.
Yeah.
I think the mum should. If I support Arsenal, I buy my kit Arsenal. I buy my son's Arsenal kit or whatever. Do you know what I mean? But
if they don't want an Arsenal kit,
but you know what? I support
Arsenal. Buy what they want to buy.
I support Arsenal, but I ain't buying shit. I do everything else. So he wants to run around doing the fun things like buying the kits. Buy the fucking kits, whilst I kit out the kids in everything they need. Yeah, you do that shit, blood.
And I think it's different. And I think it's different now because it's 2 different mums, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's different, isn't it?
But I think
I think it would be different, obviously, if there was 2 kids for the same mum.
I think he's out of order.
No,
I just think if you're gonna do that,
it's just what you're saying.
It's a dangerous road to go down, especially if the kids converse. So daddy bought you a kit. So it's like daddy's favoriting you because you support his team. That's what it's gonna look like to that child.
Hold on. If I support Arsenal, right, and our enemy is Tottenham, right? Just say the team's enemy is Tottenham, right? I must give money to the team I don't support and make them a better team.
No, you're not putting shares in the team. You're just buying your kit. The football kit. It's shorts and t-shirt.
Goes to the team's profits.
Yeah,
but my God.
That's what it does.
That's when you take football too seriously.
Football out of it. Any actions that you take as a father has detrimental effects on your kids.
On your children.
Favoritism being one of them. It causes unreasonable rifts.
I'm not giving you the shorts because I don't want to give the other team a 1-up, so I'm not buying that for you.
Listen, you got if you're saying, if it's me, this scenario is me, and much concern because my youngest daughter, she sports Liverpool, and my oldest one sports my Arsenal. Right? If that's the case,
that's
I would
like
buy
my house.
Huh?
That's my house, Liverpool and Arsenal.
I would buy her. I wouldn't buy a Liverpool kit. I'd buy a sports top or something. I'd buy her something, but I'm not buying you that football kit. That's your business. If you want that, you need to get your money and buy it, or your mum can buy it for you.
No, this is where men and football get on my nerves because your football team don't even care about you like that.
I don't care.
Don't do that to your kids for a football team that don't even know if anything happened to you. They won't even know. They won't care. You don't make no money off the team. Fuck the team.
Listen, if I'm supporting the scenario is Tottenham and Arsenal, But if in my case, they're eligible. But my youngest has never asked me for a kit or nothing. But I still wouldn't buy it for her. Your mum can buy it for you. Or you can use your pocket money I give you to buy that. I'm not buying it for you. But that's not it. But the person is Tottenham Arsenal. And it was a big hoo-ha. And my brethren's like, Jigga, I'm not buying the kit. I said, brother, I won't buy the kit either.
You can't even order it online. Even if you don't want to see it. And the mum's like, Gary, why are you supporting him? Because I wouldn't buy it. You support Tottenham, buy the kit. That's your business. That's your business. It's wrong.
So if
I get it. I support Arsenal, and my youngest son supports Tottenham. And
does he? How'd that happen?
Granddad.
You send that back home, man.
All the football kits.
Sit there. Thank you.
But Nick, if Granddad wasn't buying it, or there was no one to buy it, would you buy him his Tottenham kit?
Probably, if there was no one else. But I would go and look for a Tottenham supporter and say, take him and get him a kit.
But would you give them the money to get it?
Out of his pocket money, because
I can't believe your football goes that deep with some money.
Listen, see when he gets Christmas presents and all that money. Yeah, take your money and buy your things.
No, but I wouldn't. Obviously, I'm not going to let my son support Tottenham. Make him feel like he's being excluded. That's not going to be the aim. Don't shut up.
Listen. He's never going to win anything in his life.
I remember putting a post up of my two sons, one in the Arsenal top, one in the Tottenham top. When I tell you, I got over 300 comments. This was a couple of years back, because the man then was like, "Hold on a minute, Mum. How have you got that Tottenham supporter in your house?" I'm like, "He's 7.
Kick him out.
Where's he going?"
Put him on the roads, man. Put him on the roads.
You know, it was a big deal. Do you know what I mean? It was a big deal. But yeah, it's like football. It's a lot. It's a lot, and people are amazed that I have one that supports Arsenal, one that supports Tottenham. What can I do? I can't tell him what football team to support. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not gonna. No, but that's what people are. I'm not gonna do that.
Anyway,
the thing about my son is my son, and he said he done business. Yeah, he's the only one, and he will do it, and he will be the only one. He will stand strong, and he tell you, I don't care. I support Tottenham, even if you don't support them. It's not business. So,
your mum was even born when you
younger one or the older one?
The younger one did. The younger one.
1961 since Tottenham won anything, yeah? Why you want to support them?
Not 1961.
Yeah, but then Arsenal go around
last time they won the league. People were ever born then. Sure.
No, Arsenal are the team that like to mess with people's emotions the most. I don't even know why. I wouldn't even put my thingy on the thing for my hand in fire for Arsenal.
Listen,
with my kids,
the fights that happens in this house, the arguments that happen in this house, and like you, Natalie, I'm like, you think, what do you actually think? The people then from Arsenal and Tottenham give a flying toss about you arguing with each other.
Do you understand? That's what I tell them all the time. They don't care. They don't care.
They're barling because they lost, but do they business?
I'm like, stop screaming down my house because they don't care. They don't care. Yeah, they can't hear you.
Like I said, I'm not buying that for somebody. I'm not enough.
No, you can't do that.
Yeah, no, Gary, you can't make the children. If the child is beginning to feel excluded for that reason, then you're gonna have to do something.
It's not the child. See, you're not talking. See, Mister, I never said the child. The mum was making up noise. The child don't care.
Probably I'd make up noise too.
The child. If the mum buys the child a kit, the child don't care. Yeah.
The child lives with the mum. The mum's got better things to do than buy kits.
No, she hasn't. She's gone buy the kit. I'm sure.
No, man. I'm never gonna buy a football kit.
I'm sure the dad must give what do you call it again? Child support, yeah. So use some of that money and go and buy a kit.
It's not for that.
Disagree.
So what I want to use? What you want to use it for? Not to do your nails and your eyes.
It's to do for things that they need as well. Like it's expensive raising children right now. More time the maintenance
and for their boards and keys
is a drop in the ocean. Yeah.
Listen, Yeah, you can be
every team.
As I said,
I'm never going to buy a football kit. I think they're way too expensive. It's stupid. I'm not interested in football like that. I do support Arsenal, but I'm never going to do it. I've got better things to buy for, more important things to buy for them. But seeing as he's on a football kit buying fest, buy your child, the other child, a football kit.
Anyway, the argument's done because he didn't buy the kit, and he's not buying their kit, and I don't blame him.
Out of order.
Yeah, I think it's wrong. So, final comment. Davina said, football should never come before your children. You're basically saying it's my team or nothing.
Or nothing. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, hell no.
When it comes to buying the clothes, listen, hold on. I'm not telling you that I'm not buying clothes for my child. That's not a conversation we're. Don't try to twist it around and do that whole. He's not buying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I'm not buying a football kit for them.
Okay, so
yeah, but then you shouldn't buy none for none.
For none. If your child wanted to go, that child that doesn't support your team for their birthday, this happened with one of my sons. He wanted to go on a tour. You know, when you go a stadium tour, you're not going with your child having that bonding moment at the stadium tour.
Listen. Both of my children, yeah. One that supports Liverpool, one that's Spurs. They've been to the Emirates and they've watched Arsenal play, yeah. So I've taken them to see football games, yeah. I've taken them to see football games. If they want to go Tottenham, phone up one of them. The person who inveigled them to support that team, make them take them.
Listen, sometimes they just do what they want. Mason came into.
There's investment from outside, yeah. I'm telling you. Listen, nobody is at the age that nobody supports the team unless their parents or someone in their family supports the team.
Right. Mason come out of nowhere. He used to like Chelsea back in the day, yeah. As he's got older and he's proper into football, he now supports Liverpool. He's a proper avid Liverpool. There's not a soul, in my immediate family or any of his friends that support Liverpool. He likes Liverpool. Sometimes they just like what they.
As I said, I'm not paying no money into our next man's coppers. Like I must pay them other man later. Anyway, me and the guy, we agree. His missus his partner's vex, and that's your business. I don't blame him. You get money. Use the thing child support money to go and buy whatever kit you want to buy.
I'm not using his packed lunch money to go and buy football kit. Please.
You know some of us fathers have to pay some good money. I think 5 bills tops plus them tops of money there.
It's wrong. It's wrong.
You don't do for one if you don't do for the other. Like I could use Natalie's kids as a perfect example for me. Yeah, her youngest son and I, him and I are me and Kurt. He would try to give me a piggyback with his little self. And we laugh and have jokes. The big one, I'll come in and I'll say, hello. Oh, now he don't answer. Natalie would say hello. And he'd be like, no. I'll be like, all right, cool. But would I go to the shop and buy one a sweet and not the other?
No, that's it.
It's the same. You can't.
Gary, they're not going to get it. You're not going to be able to.
That's not the conversation they're having.
You get what I'm saying? Of course it is. I'm talking about treating kids the same, even though they've got differences. So you're talking about differences with a football team. I'm talking about differences with personalities, but you still treat those kids the same.
No, hold on. If I'm going out somewhere, right? And we're going to go and buy some sweeties or something, yeah? I'm not going to buy sweeties for one and not the other. I'm not going to do something.
But if you're buying the kit for one and not the other, that's still favoritism.
So if you want a kit, if you want a football kit, you either buy an Arsenal kit or you get your mum to buy the team that you support, Tottenham.
I'm not buying football kit.
That's your business, yeah? So you treating your children differently. You don't want to give them to yeah?
No, because I'm never going to buy...
That's
not what I do. That's not my play. Like, I don't buy those things.
Yeah, okay, well, learn. Yeah, spend the
money. I don't treat kids differently. I think...
My kids don't get treated differently, but I'm telling you, I wouldn't buy... It's not a problem for me now because my oldest child's big and the other one is young, so we don't have that conversation. But if I was buying, like, I buy if it's Christmas. So if it's Christmas time, and my youngest said to me, "Oh, buy me a Liverpool kit," I'd be like, "No, get your mum to buy that for you. I'll buy you something. I'll buy you a Christmas present, but I'm not buying you a Liverpool kit."
Right.
And I think that's just because Gary's staunch Arsenal fan is this football thing. I don't think it's not that Gary's not going to buy. He's making one child over the other. I just think
the action makes it that though. Buying one child a kit and not the other
because I don't support that team.
I
don't support that team.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't think because it's not like.
But yeah, your child does. I don't like flipping. I hate Paw Patrol. Yeah, I don't support that. But I had to go with them kids when they were younger and pay money to see these idiot Paw Patrol things all the time. There's certain things you just do for the kid because they like. We do things for our kids all the time that we are not interested in.
Yeah, but Natalie, not something for a football man.
It's different.
I get what you're saying.
I do things for my children all the time. I
wouldn't do it because but I know what you're saying because even when Tottenham, the new ground opened up, it was my son's uncle took him because he was like, I know that no one's gonna take you. Come, Bubs, let's go to the new Tottenham. And I was so glad because it was gonna have to hurt me. I'd have to choke to take him to go. Do you know what I mean? So I get what you're saying, Gary. But if my son would come and say, Mummy, please, I want to go to see Tottenham, blah, 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 then of course I'd take him. Whatever feeling I had, I'd take him.
There was a thing on TalkSport a couple of weeks ago, and it was really, really funny, right? The question was, and callers had to call in, right? If you're an Aston Villa fan and you're in the playoffs to get back into the Premiership, and you're in the playoffs finals between Birmingham City, which is their arch rivals, and Aston Villa, your child plays for Birmingham City.
Oh no!
And your team is Aston Villa. Who would you want to win the game? People phoned up. 95% of the people phoned up and said,
Aston Villa.
Aston Villa.
Yeah.
My child can score a goal, so I'm cheering for them, but I'll be like, unlucky.
Wow.
But this football thing is deep for some people, there, in that, Trish.
It's crazy.
It is crazy.
They want their children to fail. Not fail as with there, but because they want their team to win.
Their team to win.
Most people say
I don't know. I just think it's tricky with kids. I think it can cause resentments. I think it can cause all kinds of division.
You treat them differently, though. If you're not treating them differently,
you're treating them differently by buying one and buying the other.
Yeah, but not when it's just a football kit.
Yeah, but it's going to be anything to do with that team.
Yeah, but it's not like the one's got a PS5 and the football kit and the this and the that, and they ain't got nothing.
Yeah.
If we're talking solely football kits, Mum, buy the football kit, man. Yeah. Buy the football kit because you're not denying your child anything apart from that football kit.
So that mum don't have to pay. Her pockets are scot-free, and my pocket has to bun because he's got his own mind.
Bun. There it goes. Yeah. There it goes. As I said, I can remember when my oldest daughter got into the Arsenal team, girls football, these years ago, and I was so happy. You got me. What? I was running around on status. It's like, yeah. And if my younger daughter gets in because she started to kind of interested in that, and she trials out for what's them again, Barnet or one of them teams there, I'll go and take her to the games. I'll watch her. I'll go and support her. But it's not my team.
Yeah,
my daughter got to pay for
but that's the same when you buying your kid a football kit. You buy in the kit. It's not your team, but you have the kit.
I'm not buying. I'll take her to the games. If my younger daughter got into Tottenham, for example, I'll take her to the games because that's her career. I'm supporting the child. I'm not buying her kit. when a team wins, I'm not cheering for them. If she scores a goal, I'll clap. But when the team wins,
Gary's not having none of it.
not having a bar of it later.
Men are more loyal to their barbers and their football teams
than
anyone else.
Yeah, got to be, man. It's hard to find a good football team. It's hard to find a good barber. Come up with some long line like that.
Tell me about it.
Come looking like that. You know what I mean? People, Nikki moved out of London. DNL's a long way, man.
You're telling me, and I'm still searching Trust me.
What do you mean?
I'm still searching.
I got to Goodies Barber now.
Cool.
I got to Goodies Barber now.
Oh yeah, you were saying, is that Leighton?
Liebers Road.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah. I like the way he shapes.
Yeah.
Gives a nice shape. I like it. I like it.
Yeah. I've found a local barber, so I just need to go and scope him out and see.
You watch him sit in a chair a couple hours watching.
I am. I'm going to sit outside the shop. That's exactly what I'm going to do, Gary.
Sit inside the shop, man. Watch.
No, I'm going to sit outside the shop and I'm going to watch him first, and then I'm going to go inside the shop and chat to him when I've seen him do a few heads. So
black guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I have to.
The hair's got to look neat. I mean, we had a conversation about this before because they were talking about black children, their hair and stuff, and I was arguing with one of the teachers in the school and saying, for Afro-Caribbean people, hair is quite an important thing, and if children have their hair in a certain way, it's messy to us. It needs to look neat.
Yeah.
And what you think is neat and what we think is neat is two different things.
Is that a white
teacher? White teacher, yeah. I said the skin fade is like it's something that we need, because there was a debate in school about it, and I was sitting on some governor board of governors, and they were talking about it, and I said, what you class as neat, we do not class as neat.
Right.
So when you moan about the hair and you think the hair should be at this certain, that's how you think our hair should be. But we want our hair a different way, and it's not a fashion thing. It's what we find to be neat.
And stop worrying about hair, because all their restrictions on hair are all black hairstyles. No one says don't put gel in your hair and spike it up. Don't have extensions and balayage. You don't hear none of those rules. It's always don't have beads, don't have braids, don't have a slick hair, don't have your hair this high. Stop worrying about our hair and start worrying about how you lot pass on knits so goddamn motherfucking easy. Worry about that.
I'm going to bed.
My kids. I think it's so disgusting that they should even fix their mouth and open their mouth to something that actually does not concern them and tell us how we wear our hair, when all of our hairstyles are the only issues that they list when they're sending you letters about the rules in the school. None of it is curtains. None of it is their stupid things. None of it is gel and spiked hair or.
Do you know, Ellie, the funny thing about it, when I was growing up, short back and styles with the buzz cut was what you had to have. And that's why people had it like that. But now, because we started to design that with a little fade, everyone's like, that was the issue. Before it was that was
if they have a night tick in the back of their head, how does that hurt you?
Yeah.
If the child has crisscross extensions in her head, how does that hurt you, Mr. Geography teacher? What's the problem?
Yeah.
Is it you?
It's not school uniform.
It's just
it's
a form of control. It's belittling as well.
Had a conversation.
And they're the ones that pass on the knits. Worry about that. So shut up.
True.
That's an actual health issue.
Not just white people turn up.
Our hair is harder to infiltrate.
It is.
Comes from that side of the fence.
We're gonna
because we don't wash our hair as often, our hair is more greasier and stuff. So the knits and stuff find it harder, like Natalie says, to infiltrate and sit in our hair. Not to say that black kids can't get knits, they can get knits, but it's a lot harder.
That's why you got to be careful with pubic lice, because there's no grease.
Gary,
I can't take it.
Gary, you're right though. You're right. You're 100% right.
The pubic lice stresses me out.
Remember the first time Natalie heard about pubic lice, where she was like, "Fucking hell, is that actually a thing?"
That is a thing.
Yeah, it is.
Cool.
That's what the people used to call crabs, isn't it? Back in the day.
Crabs. Yeah,
crabs. Crab.
Crabs.
Crabs, yeah.
Crabs is okay.
Crabs, yeah.
No. That's what crabs is.
That's what they say when people got crabs, yeah.
crabs.
Put grease on your pom-pom hairs, boy, so that you don't get crabs. Start oil up your pom-pom hairs. Hilarious.
Cool. All right, ladies.
Oh, listen.
Oh, that's funny.
All right, good night.
Good night. Thank you so much for coming on, guys. It's always a bloody pleasure.
Oh, dear.
All right, see you later on.
See you later. I'll call you. Are you coming to the market on
Friday? Yeah, Friday pass. What time you start?
I'm gonna start at 6, but I've got to be there from 4.
All right.
So, yeah, all right. I'll see you Friday then.
Yeah, cool.
I'll phone you anyway.
All right, sweet. Catch you later.
Bye, babe. Bye.
All right, babes.
All right, love.
All right, darlings. I'll see you soon.
Very quickly, Nick.
Yeah.
You know, in Peterborough, I was there on Saturday.
Yeah.
There's a guy. He's got a shop. I don't know if you've been there. He sells everything African Caribbean, all everything, like all the fruits and veg, all the seasonings, all the drinks back home, all the hair stuff, like everything. It's called Small World.
Oh,
where is it?
Do you know where it is?
Look, I couldn't believe it, and it's like in an industrial estate. It's like a warehouse, and he's made it into a shop, and he's got everything Caribbean, African and Caribbean food, hair stuff, even the Vicks thing that we use, the rub, everything.
Oh, right. Oh, look, I found it. Oh,
I don't know how close that is to you.
Literally around the corner from my house. Oh, that's interesting.
I just got a big, massive bag of seasoning for $2.99. I couldn't believe it.
Okay, I'll have to look there then. Thanks, Nat.
Really good. Yeah.
Thanks, Nat. Watch me. I'll be going there tomorrow, Star. I'd have a look. Talking about.
Have a look.
Yeah, go get to know. You know what I mean? Right now, I've been buying. Well, not even I've been getting seasoning and stuff. That's fine, but it's like the sweet potato planting and all that stuff.
You've got all of that. Bag of planting.
Right, I even found planting at the one white man fruit and veg store. I was like, oh my God, you got planting? He was like, all the time, darling, all the time. I was like, yes. Yes. I was like, wow. All right, I'm gonna go and have a look there then, definitely.
It's really good. I was like, this is a plug. He is the plug. He must be making peas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Lovely. Yeah. Oh, look, it looks good. Mm-hmm. All right. I'll let you know when I go back there. When I go there tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll go and let you know. Right. Yeah. All right then, darlings.
All right, love. Thanks for hopping on. Nice to see you.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we'll speak soon.
Definitely. Yeah. All right, babes.
Bye.
See you later, darlings.
Bye. Oh, I didn't mean to remove Natalie. Hang on. I didn't mean to remove you. I went to remove Nikki and she removed herself, so then it jumped onto you.
It jumped up to me.
Oh, dear. Well, I was with you with the football thing. I don't think you could do for one and not do for the rest. So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't. And I just don't think it should never be that deep. I hate football. That's why. Because guys take it too far. It gets on my
Oh, I'm tired.
Football is life. Guys take it too far, man.
They certainly do. Well, all right, chick.
All right.
Anything you want to say before we sign off?
No, not at the moment. I'm going to take this hat off because it's squeezing my head. The way I'm going to take it off, you know when you unclip your bra at the end of the day? It's going to be like that. It's squeezing my head, but my hair is out of order. I didn't have time to get ready properly today.
Okay.
And I had a long day at work. So, you know, and it's just like, I come in looking disheveled. So I just tried to mask it.
This is why I like the shave and go boy and a nothing boy.
Yeah, and it suits you.
Yeah, just rinse and go. That's nothing. I love it. I can't see me growing back my hair now, boy.
No, listen,
my mum don't want to hear that, but
from me, I'd be like, that's me.
Yeah, it's definitely like I love it. My mum don't. I'll grow it back, but no, man. This is just like I said, just too gel and gone. I love it. Yeah, too gel. When it gets too high, it doesn't look the same, but I like it when it's low like this.
Yeah, it looks good.
I like it when it's low like this. You don't have to do nothing but too gel. Let's be done. Oh dear. So yeah, just to reiterate, Black Excellence CIC, we are going to be doing a series of pop-up events. So like my cupcakes and cocktails, that's part of the reason why you haven't seen a cupcakes and cocktails is because we're organizing this. So loads of you have written to me in the past and said to me, oh, your cupcakes and cocktails event, can I sell at it? And I've said no because of the setup. But this is an opportunity for you to come and sell at one of our events. So we're extending it to everybody. So tell a friend to tell a friend, get in touch. Express of interest form you'll find on my page. We're going to put it in the group. But if you've got a Black-owned business and you want to trade with us and you want to just be part of a genuine movement, because I feel like at the moment things are all like Shop Black, Black-owned this and Black-owned that. And I do think it's wonderful. And I think that it's an alliance that's needed. But I think there's room for many organizations, and I want to work with as many of the organizations that have the same common interests that we have. I'm not doing it for the gram. You know, I'm serious about Black economics. And this is going to be the start of that. So, yeah, if you know anyone who's selling anything, got your own product, your own service, we're going to be taking about 30 to 40 vendors, I reckon, for our first event. We're going to put our steam into this event. We're going to have entertainment and just network and just come out and show what it is that you're doing. Get in touch so that we can keep you updated as we go. And yeah, I think Goody's got minimal packages left, 2 or 3 left the last time I spoke to him. So trip of a lifetime. Again, holla, get in touch. And yeah, if you like my jewelry, massive shout out to Vanessa Johnson Burgess. She bought this necklace and these earrings and she wore it to a wedding. She looked absolutely fantastic. I live for my diva alerts. So yeah, hit me up at www.divachoice.co.uk if you like African inspired jewelry.
Yeah. Oh, I have got one thing. Sorry.
Yeah.
At Niall, we've managed one of the goals at Niall, which is the Afro Hair and Beauty Store and Wellbeing Hub that we have, was to always kind of be able to provide wholesale. Because that is a big issue, and there's a reason why there's not a lot more Black hair and beauty vendors by Black people. At the moment, we are now able to provide wholesale for like salons and barbers.
Yeah.
So this is something we're offering now, and if you're interested, go to niallstudio.com. I'll put it in there, or just contact me. I'll put it in there too. But we can offer wholesale Black hair and beauty products to barbers and salons as of yesterday. Yeah.
Did you not get your award yet? Have you gone for the award?
I haven't given it to us yet, but they keep like sending us little email updates and stuff like that. So yeah.
I just want to see your award. You got a video.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Oh. Well, child, I am tired. I work like a slave today, so.
Oh, I feel you, dog. I feel you.
No, man, definitely Kunte or Kizzy boy today.
One of them, man.
Kizzy'd up today, so yeah, I'm gonna go sleep.
Blame you. All right, me too.
All right, love.
All right, then.
Take care.
Bye, all.
Bye. Good night, people. Good night.